They'll never take away my freedom. I'm a red-blooded American. These colors don't run and they're so majestic. I'll fight all enemies, foreign and domestic, for the glory of Uncle Sam. Well, they tried to raise the tax rate again, and that's when I said hell no. Gonna take it to the ballot this coming election. Vote somebody in to move us in the right direction. Those progressives have got to go. They'll never take away my freedom. I'm drawing a line in the sand. This is the best country 'cause God himself blessed it. We'll fight all enemies, foreign and domestic. It's time for us to take a stand. Well, they're trying to grab our guns again, and that's when I'd had enough. They handed down their orders to the policeman. The officer's just trying to do the best he can. I know this job can be so tough. They'll never take away my freedom. Gonna stick it to the man. We're patriots, so together we best stick and fight all enemies, foreign and domestic. Don't tread on us or we'll start making a plan. Well, they're trying to shut down our free speech, and I say that's the last straw. You can't tell a man what he can and can't say. I'll take it to the Supreme Court one day, though in the meantime I'll obey the law. They'll never take away my freedom. It's time to make them all understand. They're getting so tyrannical and fascistic. I'll fight all enemies, foreign and domestic, for the glory of Uncle Sam. One more time. I'm being serious, not being sarcastic. But don't touch Social Security, 'cause that's my estimate. I'll fight all enemies, foreign and domestic, for the glory of Uncle Sam. For the glory of Uncle Sam.
Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Liberty Late Night. Tonight, you will see a man that calls himself Admin 3 of Liberty Memes. But as we all know, there is only one true leader and one true Admin 3 of Liberty Memes. So please, indulge this character and understand that he comes with heart, but he may not be limited in the brain power that the rest of us hold. So enjoy your time here at Liberty Late Night. And please remember, have fun in the comments, but there is only one true Admin 3. Thank you and good night.
oversell and underdeliver. That intro.
It's May 1st already. We made it through April.
It's over.
Yeah, April's in the past now.
Now we get to see what May has in
Yes,
store for us.
May 2020. What do you got? I'm so scared.
Low mics, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I see a lot of people here. Let's see. Oh, Juan
super
gifted
low.
us. I don't even know how this happened.
Check.
I'm so nervous.
Why are they so low?
I don't know.
Are they on?
Yeah, I think I checked mine.
Yeah, I'm on.
Can y'all hear? Okay, sound is low. Is it better now?
It should be.
Okay.
You're hitting red now.
Okay.
Maybe.
Better. Thank you. Okay.
Check. I'm just always quiet. Which one's mine? That one?
You're that one, yeah.
Yeah, mine should be higher than yours.
It should be. Because I'm louder.
There we go.
So, Juan gifted us these jelly beans. He went on Amazon the other night or wherever and ordered these being Boozeled jelly beans.
Yeah.
And I've seen people eat them before, and I was like, no way
What's up, John Jay?
I'm ever going
Thanks,
to
Gary.
eat that, because why would I want to taste dirty socks? Or now the new one is stink bug flavored and dirty dishwasher. So for the last 2 days, I've been having panic attacks about eating these jelly beans because I don't like unpleasant experiences, and I'm putting myself into one. So
Lysergic?
I don't know what.
Keep reaching for yours.
Oh yeah, yep. So I'm a little bit nervous. Jelly Belly's usually on point with their flavors, so they're like the Yankee Candle of jelly beans. I always said like Yankee Candle always was able to capture for me smells that it was very on point. So I'm a little bit nervous, but anyway, so yeah, I would just want to say hi to everybody. I see Jacob's here, O'Brien, Carl, what's up, Dan, Clint, Alexander, Jamie, yay, you're here. Cameron, Andy B made it. Toby, I burped right before we came on. John J, yes, how are you doing? What's up, Kirk? Nasty shit. I just, yeah, thanks. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Dave saw your comment, Aaron, about the top fan badge, and he was like, what? Then he's like, oh, it wasn't him.
Yeah, you had me.
Yeah, yes. Hi, Brian Daly. Johnny Smith, do you see who's coming on next week? Do you know who our guest is for next week? It's your boy, Adam Kokesh. He'll be here, well, via, the internet, but on our show. So it's Ryan Seifert,
up,
Laura.
Keith?
Hi, Laura.
Oh, we should start.
Carl, yeah, we got to start the hellos. I'm saying all the hellos, but Dave's got buttons.
I've got buttons.
Dave's got
Gotta
buttons.
say hello to Laura.
It's Laura.
Yeah, you might as well. You can go ahead. Ryan Seifert's here. Yep. Is there a COVID-19 flavor? No, because apparently, like, you lose your taste and sense
Oh,
of
yeah.
smell and all
That would
that
taste
stuff,
like
I would
nothing,
think.
I
Never have I wanted COVID more than right now.
Who
I'm
else did I
kidding.
miss?
Hi,
Oh,
Celeste.
I missed one.
Yes.
There's one.
Hello, Juan.
They gave me a caring emoji too.
Got Celeste.
Hi, Erica. I forgot what I was going to say. I had a thought and then it ran into like 3 other thoughts. So, yes. Let's see. All beer tastes like. Oh, you're talking to Mike.
Yeah, that's probably the digging.
Oh,
right here.
okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn
I saw you
notifications
liked all
down.
the tweets. One. There's
Oh.
a competition now because we don't get any attention on Twitter.
It's about that caring emoji thing. Yeah. I
Oh, we're on separate conversations.
yeah. I was like, whoa, I got it. Great. I'm gonna try really hard not to use that. So, biggest dickus. Hi.
Fantastic.
Glad you could join us. Clint. Oh, he says that COVID-19 tastes like bullshit.
Very well could.
Oh yeah. The dicks out emoji. Hi, Gary.
Oh,
Gary's
Gary's here?
here.
Gary, what are you doing here? You're causing a scene!
And he's also saying hi to Ben. Hi, Ben.
Ben. I have one for Ben.
Yeah,
yet.
yep. Sunstone. Hey, what's going on?
Oh yeah.
Hello. So are we just gonna eat one of these fuckers right now? I want to.
How do you play the game? You just want to get it over with.
I don't know. We don't have to. My palms are sweating right now.
Her knees weak, arms are heavy.
Yeah.
Vomit comes later.
Yeah, I have a garbage can here just in case. So, oh, Jack Davis, hi. Yes, nice to see you in here. Oh, I shouldn't be swearing. My kids want to watch this later. Well, I can't. You know why? We can't have an after party tonight, Juan. Do you know why? Because Chris is turning 7 tomorrow.
What a mess.
And we have to still get ready for the birthday.
Little spinner.
Yep. We'll just do a couple here.
What are you just gonna?
Are you sad, Juan? I'm sorry. We can wait till another day. Prolong my anxiety even longer.
Well, we have to do a couple now. We
did mention it in the promo. So, whew, I'm so okay. So let me read you guys the flavors that we could possibly be eating. Oh, thanks, Aaron. I'll let him know that too. Yeah, he's gonna wake up a 7-year-old tomorrow. I can't believe it. Oh yeah, if you want to read them. So, in the neck. Oh, Ben's here.
Hey, Ben.
So we have stink bug or toasted marshmallow, dirty dishwasher or birthday cake, rotten egg, oh God, buttered popcorn, toothpaste or berry blue. I don't see how toothpaste can be bad. Barf or peach, canned dog food or chocolate pudding. I am sweating right now. Booger or juicy pear.
Tackle your inner castaway.
Spoiled milk or coconut. Stinky socks or tutti frutti. You had to taste stinky socks to find out what this, you know what I mean?
I just imagine they taste like salt and vinegar chips or something.
Or dead fish. Or strawberry banana smoothie. Oh, it's not worth it, Mary.
I ate the damn
Amy.
chip, so.
I can eat at least
You
eat a
guys
couple of
calm
these
down.
things. Oh my gosh, yeah, we were just ew, gross, Dan, no. Ugh, we were talking about boogers. And that's how I think this whole thing happened, isn't it? We were in a private group, we were all chatting about, people eating boogers, and then I do have a trash can. Juan, do I need a trash can? I have one right here. I'm so nervous.
Where's that?
Oh, we'll ruin you for life. Don't do it. Are you guys kidding me? Are you serious? It's that bad? Y'all are hyping it up, right?
You're going
right?
to scare Mary, and I'm going to end up doing this myself.
And then Dave's going to be pissed.
No, I don't care. I told her she didn't have to.
And I can't chicken out, so just be on Dave. That's what I'm saying, Keith. Whose job
You
is
can
it
you can
to?
do like the celebrities on the hot ones with they just
Oh no.
little nibble.
Yeah. Oh.
I tasted it.
I'm gonna put it in my mouth, and I'm just gonna take one bite down. I know. Quote me on that.
Is Mike already in the chat? Yeah, there he is.
And
The one bean challenge.
orange or pea flavor. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am so nervous.
What is that?
Smoke some weed and eat up.
I throw a wave. Hopefully that's you. Let's see what
So we
happens.
can set up getting Mike on here before
Yeah,
Mary starts vomiting.
I actually forgot to talk to Mike today while I was working on updating the new little hellos and stuff.
Yeah, yep. We gotta say hi to Ryan Seifert though. We have to say hi because
Is he here?
he is here. Yes, yep.
Now I think this is like a placeholder one for Ryan because I need to find something better.
Yeah,
I searched for like an hour.
He was looking forever today. Yeah.
Hey, Ryan!
Hey, Ryan. But it was the best of all that we looked at,
Yeah.
so. Oh, gosh, I'm so nervous. A mushroom chili flavor or regular chili flavor. Do you put mushrooms in your chili, Biggest Dickus? Dave did once. Chris and Jane aren't going to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yes. Yep. I've been kind of rotating so it lasts a long time for me. Because it's good coffee. Oh, gosh. Ryan, that's terrible.
See, now I've already used up all these buttons. Now I have to go back to scenes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, not scenes.
Is that my
relax.
fault?
No, it's my fault.
Okay. Okay, gonna finish cooking, but I'm gonna watch stream for sure.
Oh,
Awesome.
that's
All
what
right,
that was
thanks,
for
Jacob.
Ryan.
Stop it. Get some help.
Ah, yes. Okay, so. Fuck. Okay. When I pick them out, please give me the good ones.
Okay, so we just spinning?
Yeah,
And
I
then
think
picking
so.
the color?
Yeah, let me just peek in here. Like, is there really any way to tell?
Rotten skunk's ass actually tastes like eggnog.
Oh,
You're screwed either way.
okay. My first one is going to be, oh, fuck. Buttered popcorn or rotten egg?
Ooh, that's a good one to start off with.
Yeah, who doesn't love a good old rotten egg, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so
I
nervous.
should probably be paying attention.
Oh, so I'm guessing, look, this is the one that looks like buttered popcorn. Yeah, there's nothing else that looks like that. Okay.
All right, everything else is on hold now.
All right.
You're just going to dink it and sink it? What'd you get? That's not buttered popcorn. How you doing?
Oh, gross. That's so gross.
Bourbon.
Okay.
Bourbon. Clean that right out.
Oh, God. I can't breathe through my nose right now because I don't want to taste it. Oh.
Might have to throw that. She got the rotten egg. Or it could have been just bad popcorn. Alright, so what was I doing? I'm looking for Mike over here. Why can't I find it over here? Oh, there it is.
Ew, it's still there. Fuck. It's still there. Where's my hair tie? Oh, yucky, yucky, yucky. Yeah. It's still there. It's still... Okay. Okay. All right.
Can you still
It's all
carry the
good.
show?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to be like... Okay, now I really don't want to eat anymore. Like, I didn't want to eat these. And now I really don't want to eat these because it's terrible.
How
Oh,
do I send my address to somebody?
oh gosh. Chocolate or shit. Oh, let's see. Oh, the things you have to do for your fan base with our famous live streamer. Oh gosh. Woo! Oh man, you know it's bad when the hair tie goes on. Yeah, that's what I'm like a little bit nervous about.
Why are you laughing,
saying.
Dave? You're next.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm very good at, like, separating myself from situations.
Yep, yep.
Okay, there we go. All right, just wanted to make sure.
And after watching Dave eat that chip, I'm just like, whatever. This is like nothing for Dave. This is all about Mary struggling.
Yeah, I have no fear now after that chip. After that chip, I am not afraid of anything. All right, so I got to spin it. Oh, that was it.
I just held it.
It's kind of dinky. What do we
It serves
got?
its purpose.
It's the purple one, right?
What?
Ooh.
Yes. Oh.
Strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so what's that look like? It looks a lot like the peach or barf.
Let's see.
The differences are
I
subtle.
think it's gonna be like that because that's like pink. And I feel like
Is
this
that
would
pink?
be peach.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, so like this would be peach because that's like peachy colored.
Yeah.
And then this one would be the. I think this one would be
Okay.
the strawberry.
Yeah, I believe
banana.
that.
I mean, it seems like it would make more sense
Well, you
that way,
touched
right?
that one. I'm gonna pick this one. So that
Okay.
one looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either dead fish or
Oh gosh, dead fish comments.
strawberry banana smoothie. That sounds
Another
really
rip
good. Dead fish, nice.
Ew, you want to spit it out?
No, I'm kidding. A strawberry banana smoothie.
Oh,
Damn it!
on.
There goes my keto.
Oh, gosh. Oh, I feel like doing that Louis C.K.
Eat you.
Okay, here we go. I'm so nervous. Okay, the whiskey will make it go away. The whiskey will make it go away. The whiskey will make it go away.
I forgot there was a chance it'd be a good one.
Yeah, the whiskey will make it go away. Okay, chocolate pudding or canned dog food. Okay, I can,
Relatively tame.
Yes. Yes. And I'm eyeballing these motherfuckers. Like, which one? I'm swearing too much. I'm sorry, my kids. I love you guys. I'm sorry. I'm swearing.
Well,
Watch this tomorrow.
I'll rip it and bleep it for
Okay.
him.
There's no difference in these.
Yeah, they
You know
look
what I mean?
exactly
They look
the same.
freaking exactly the same. Okay. It's not. It's
Dog
not.
food. I'm sorry, baby.
Ew, it's so gross.
Does it really taste like dog food?
It tastes like dog food, yeah.
How do you know?
What I assume would be dog. It's not chocolate pudding.
like meaty and salty?
Yes, like it smells. It tastes exactly like it smells. I have a very good sense of smell. Does that make my sense, like my taste, like even more, you know?
But these don't give you that lead up like that.
Okay, gross.
All right, so
that one after the egg, you know, I feel like, whew, yeah, we are. You know what? I better get used to that taste anyway because that's what it's going to come down to.
It's a taste of socialism. First the dog food, then the dog.
Yeah. Yep. Oh no.
All right, what do I got? I can't do the same one again, right?
No, do the one that it's closest to there.
Okay. Juicy pear or boogers? Win-win.
Ew.
Okay. It's green. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh.
Now, like these two look different, but they're both kind of green.
I don't want to do the milk one, Jacob. It's horrid. He says when we have to.
Wait, one's
Oh, there you go. The
juicy
dolphin
pear,
sounds.
buttered popcorn, rotten eggs. The only thing that's close to it.
Yeah, I would say that this is juicy pear because this is the butter popcorn.
Okay.
So like any of these green ones here are juicy
Don't touch them
popcorn.
all.
Sorry.
Your
My son
cursed
actually wants
hands.
to do this now. My cursed hands. My son actually, he was laughing at me when he was reading these to me yesterday, and now he's like, "You got to record me doing it. You got to record me doing it." Hey, Quirt's here.
Oh, Quirt.
Got to find that.
Oh, hold on. Quirt.
Howdy, Quirt.
Dave was looking around. Yes, next one we have to go at the
What is
same
this
time to
supposed
do
to be?
that wedding toast thing. Barf or pear?
No.
Your arms intertwined. Like, I will say hi to D3
Juicy pear
for
or
you.
booger?
Oh, booger. Okay, sorry.
I don't think it's juicy pear. There's a little saltiness to it. Yeah, definitely booger.
I'm getting thrown all over those beans. You have a button, Quirt.
Quirt, the only thing I could do was I found the whole movie on YouTube.
No, I don't want to eat
and I
one of
watched
those.
half of it. So I got a few buttons for you. Well, actually, there's one I haven't put in yet that I want.
Does it taste like
Joe Biden's here.
Hi, Joe
Wow.
Biden.
Wow, what a big deal.
Oh,
Joe
yes.
Biden's here.
No, don't do that.
Oh,
Just do
no.
the why.
Oh, no. I need to learn these. Everything's changed now.
Why, you're getting nervous, man.
Buffering. Okay, so here's what I did.
Voice the booger.
So far, so good, but I downgraded all of our quality going out. So
Gross
now
still.
we're 720p and... Oh, it went red. You motherfucker.
What?
And 30 frames per second down from 60.
Hi, Brian. He'll be coming on in just a second. We're eating some of those beans. Eat some of those beans. Where's the front to this? The bean boozled, you know, nasty jelly beans, or they're really delicious jelly beans.
Yeah.
I have gotten 2 nasty ones so far.
I've gotten a nice one and a not so bad one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, the button.
Oh crap! It's
What's
my
the
turn.
button rule? We're supposed to drink?
Oh no! Did we?
Do we make
I should
another
go
rule?
back and look at that. Was that from Tuesday or
It
was
must
that
be.
from last Friday?
All right, let's...
Do I have to drink
I
because I,
don't know,
didn't push?
one or two more?
Oh, or was it because we said coronavirus? Why are we pushing? Oh.
Yeah, it went
thank
red
you.
for a second. Confirmed. I don't know. I don't have much to compare it to, so it wasn't horrible. It didn't
Yeah.
make me want to throw up. I
Yeah.
swallowed it.
Yeah. I'm afraid to burp right now. You know what I mean? Just
Well,
for
you didn't
fear of
swallow
like
any of it,
no,
right?
but I
So
mean
it's not
the
your belly,
spit
you're
and
fine.
stuff. It's not the whole thing is in my belly, but Toby. Hey, that did not taste like dog food or rotten egg. Hey. We really should go back and rewatch our live streams like as they get later so that we can see. I remember talking about card games, drinking games, like oh,
People hopping
the
platforms.
moldy cheese one. I don't have a moldy cheese one.
Spitters are
These
quitters.
I'm a quitter. I am spitting these out unless, yeah, correct. I don't want to do the vomit one next.
It's what the wheel gives you.
Yeah. Oh gosh, gosh, I'm so nervous that it's going to be that.
Wheel of fish.
All right, let's do one more.
One more?
Okay. I mean, just for now,
Yeah.
we can pepper them in later. Or maybe just, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Who needs a hug?
Hey, look who's here.
Someone does. Hey, it's Bill. What's up?
What's up, Bill? We're eating nasty jelly beans
Yep.
on the internet.
Yeah, we are. Yep. Okay.
These
So-
people pay for us, pay us to do this kind of thing.
Leave a like if you are
The
depressed.
wheel giveth, the wheel taketh away. Oh boy. All right, here we go. I'm so nervous. Oh, wait.
You gotta.
There we go. And I had to hold it right.
Oh, you got the
Okay.
purple one. It likes that
Okay.
side over there.
Oh, dead fish, huh?
Dead fish or what?
Strawberry banana smoothie.
Oh, see, I got one of the good ones, so. Good luck. Unless you want to spin again, I don't care. You can
No,
spin
it's
again.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't like fish, but you know, whatever. It's cool.
Kirk
or
Davis
strawberry
is
banana.
challenging
smoothie.
Joe Biden to a push-up contest.
Okay. What is this other one here? Why? I'm just curious.
That's funny. I said wheel of fish and you got dead fish. Possibly. So
oh.
it's the
okay, I'm
cutie
guessing
sparkly
that one is
pink
the toasted
ones.
Marshmallow.
It's got all kinds of colors in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking
I'm
at.
so scared. I'm
That's
so
probably
scared.
the good one.
I'm so scared. Yeah. Oh God, please. I can't actually tell. I don't think it's good. It doesn't taste like strawberry banana smoothie.
Yeah, it was good. But don't build up in your head if it's okay. Just it's fine. Maybe dead
Let's
fish
just
is
spit it out.
okay. Bye, Ray. Thanks for coming in. Oh, I forgot Ray was here.
We love you, Ray.
Oh, that one's kind of loud. I got to turn. Note to self: turn down Ray.
Oh gosh. Sorry
Oh,
for that.
Was it the back end?
Yeah, now it's lingering. Now it's there. Like, yeah. Whew. Oh my gosh, I want you to visit too, and I want us to visit you guys, Sunstone. That would be awesome. Hold on real quick. I gotta swish with this whiskey because that's so gross.
Don't Jim Biden. That's funny. Jim Biden, Joe Biden. Oh, he's introducing broth.
That's true, Aaron.
Who the hell eats live fish? That's where it gets weird.
Uh-uh.
You know who eats live fish? Same people eating bats. All right, my turn. Yeah, we'll just roll right into this.
Okay. Whew.
Oh, my finger was in the way. Ooh. Oh, we got a new side, I think. Oh, buttered popcorn or rotten egg.
That's what I did. Unless you wanna.
No, because you did the thing.
And I got the rotten egg one, and you're gonna have a better chance. Have you gotten all good ones? You're not even sure you ate a booger.
I'm pretty sure I ate a booger. Should I spin again? I don't care.
It's up to you. No, that's fine.
I want to try for something new.
Okay, try for something new.
Since we already seen a rotten egg reaction.
Where can I find hair to smell? You can't get that close to people now, Joe.
Frickin' landed on it again. I think it's meant to be.
The peach flavor is incredible. Yeah, you are either that or the.
Okay, it's meant to be. That's the third time in a row.
Mm-hmm.
All right, buttered popcorn. So it's yellow. I don't care. I'm just grabbing this one.
Jelly Bellies are good. You know, I mean, not these ones, but.
Buttered popcorn. That's good. I've been doing
wish I
keto
could
for a while. These are all
confirm.
very sweet. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm getting nasty ones and I'm like, ooh, this has sugar in it. Taste those carbs.
Oh no, with narcotics. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, this has been exciting. I fear I can no longer do any more right now, so I'm gonna need to take a break.
All right. Well, we're late. We should bring on our
Yeah.
guest.
It's also just kind of sticking in the back. Thank you, Juan, for
Yes, thank
sending
you, Juan.
these. This is definitely excitement in my life that I don't usually have. You know? So, as nervous as I still am to eat some of these,
You survived.
I did it, and I came out on the other side without puking. Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, how did we? I mean, I just remember we were talking about somebody eating boogers, and then Juan was like something about the bean boozled things, and then He's like, they're on their way. And I'm like, what? And then I forgot. And then like 2 days later, they showed up at the house. I'm like, oh, shit. He did it for real. So we're going to talk to Mike Harwood here. In just a minute, he's going to put on some pants. Oh,
No,
take
he's
them
taking
off.
them, yeah.
Sorry, he's going to take off his pants first.
That's how you're supposed to do live stream interviews. If you're on a live stream with pants on.
Yeah. Or some article clip.
Are you
should be
even
done.
living?
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, they did arrive a day early. You said that. Yep. Are you serious, Court? Do you not have like a, I mean, I get like, you know, just, you guys really play that every time you get together.
Some people do Monopoly or Sorry. Oh, good.
Thank you for the update, Aaron. We're super excited to have Mike Harwood on here. I think is he actually ready? He's just joking.
Yeah, let's find out
about
what happens.
Taking his pants off. Okay.
I'm not even going to do that hold thing anymore.
All right. Don't do the thing. Don't do the thing.
I should actually go to call controls, though.
Hello!
Try holding it sideways.
Can,
unless that's
Hi.
hard. Here, let me bring you in.
Are you able to hold the phone sideways? Yeah. That just
here
sounded
we
dirty
go.
for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, that's the wrong button. That's the button I wanted, I think.
Oh, hi, Derek.
See if this works. He looks small. He's very small.
Oh, small Mike up in the corner there.
All right, let me fix that.
Dave's gonna do a fixeroo, so.
I gotta get
How do
better
you guys
at my
like the
job.
pandemic?
Oop,
Oh, we got a little echo.
That's my fault.
Oh, that's Dave's fault. Hang on one sec. He's gonna clickety-clack some more buttons.
They probably don't hear it.
Have you ever done? We were just eating those nasty jelly beans. Have you ever done the Bean Boozle challenge?
I have done the Bean Boozled challenge. My daughters brought the game home one day, and I'm not sure what evil person gave it to them, but it was awful.
Right? Just for my 3. Oh gosh. Court says sound to Mike.
Oh, yeah, your sound's all messed up.
Yeah, your sound.
Can you adjust the sound settings on your phone?
He's gonna roll with this. He's gonna take it and go with it.
Way too far.
No, I love it. Oh, Mike, you're an amazing person. I can't wait for us to hang out in real life. You know, we have enjoyed getting to know you through the Liberty Memes community.
Right now.
You're gonna come down right now.
Hold on, I'm getting my car.
Hey, nothing.
All right, so let's talk about you. You're a writer. You are an author of how many books now?
I've got 2 out there. I've got 4 written, but I've got 2 out there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I've been sitting at home, not at my job for a month and a half. So, or I don't even know how many days, weeks, whatever it's been now.
Yeah.
So, I put some of the other ones on hold that I was getting ready to put out on paperback, and decided that I'd take some of my actual concerns about things that are going on and maybe in some ways possible predictions and turn them into a lighthearted spoof family crime drama. So I wrote that in the last month and a half and just got it out there. So
that's awesome. Okay, so tell us, is it a sequel to another book that you've already written, or is this a brand new?
This is a standalone. It's it's called The Leaky Hinders. And I did not violate any trademarks that way. It's
hand me the
it's a dystopian future post second wave of coronavirus and global depression novel. So it's a novel about a novel virus.
Okay. Oh, very nice. Very nice. So do you feel like when you're writing that you just get inspiration from, the world around you, or is it just something pops into your head and you just run with that?
Little bit of each.
Yeah.
Sean says I'm fake, but I'm real, Sean. I'm real. In the words of Ron. Like my first book was a kid's book. It was a children's chapter book about it's actually a mystery at Singer Castle in the St. Lawrence where I worked. And I kind of wrote that one in my head while I was working around at the castle. I used to give tours there, and I used to be the caretaker there on the weekends, and then I was a manager for a while there too. And in between, tours and whatnot, you'd be going around the castle, cleaning up, checking things out. and I just kind of wrote that one in my head while I was there. This
awesome.
other one was kind of a just things were going on around me, and I was thinking about it, how crazy it is, and how every once in a while I'll quote you guys saying something that sounds completely wrong. I just kind of we have a different kind of sense of humor than a lot of normies do. So when funny things would pop into my head about the current situation, it kind of I put them in this book as well. And a lot of stuff that's in this book too are they're based on real experiences I've had and real people that I know.
Okay.
So,
You're what is it, an ebook? You're on Amazon? Is that what this is?
yeah, it's on Amazon,
Okay.
right? So for now, it's available on Amazon Kindle. I will actually post a link in the comments later
Great. Yeah,
to
please.
it. But in a few weeks, I'm also going to have it available on paperback.
Oh, that's so
Um,
great. I
so
love holding books.
yeah, it should be pretty cool. And what I'm doing too is because people aren't really going to bookstores right now because we're not essential. I'm
Yeah.
actually I'm actually going to put the first book on Kindle as well, so it's available in ebook and can be ordered paperback as well.
Oh,
I'll do a second
nice.
edition of it there,
Yeah.
and then in about a month, put out the second one in that kids series on there as well. Um,
Fantastic.
the yeah, it should be fun.
You'll have
Should
to
be a good
talk to me
time.
about all that, because it's like I've had this one kids book that I've just wanted to put out. Actually, even just have it published or whatever for my own self and my kids,
Right?
But I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do. So it's just sitting there. Can you give us any like little spoilers about the book or anything, or any of the characters? Can you talk about any of the people?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you a little bit, and then I'll even read you a little brief passage if you
Oh,
Thank
want,
that'd be
you.
great.
I
Northern
was going to
Supreme style.
ask. Yes, I didn't know if you
I
had,
don't have it on my head, but I can definitely oblige you there. So the book itself, there's a family that it becomes a crime family because the things they're doing become crimes,
Oh,
and
that's fun.
a lot of the products in the nation become nationalized due to depression. Um, and one of the nationalized products that there was scarcity of is toilet paper.
Wow, this is all
And
very topical.
yes, well, topical for toilet paper. Yes, you don't want to push it up too far. But I said fuck it. So this
Ching.
family rises to the top as a crime family off of bootleg toilet paper, or as we like to call it, butt legged. So it's pretty awesome. Like I said, there's a lot of it. If you're ever been in Central New York, there are quite a few places that you'll know that you'll sound familiar to you. Um, it's a lot of it. A lot of the characters are based on family member and friends. Loosely, it's not exactly who they are or what they would do per se,
Yeah.
but
Do these people know that
so,
they are part of your book in some way, shape, or form?
if they've read it yet, then yes.
Okay.
Oh no, they'll be like, they won't wonder like, was that me? So, um, but it's there's a lot of it, and there's a lot of humor that I think, especially people that are fans of Liberty Late Night or Liberty Beams, will appreciate
Oh,
that
for
other
sure.
people might not pick up on. I threw a few tidbits out there for y'all. So I hope you get a good laugh out of them and so on. Real quick here, I'll just read you a couple paragraphs. Now you heard about the toilet paper being illegal and so on. Only the government can make it, and they only made one ply because it was really crappy.
Yeah.
So this family made two ply as well. So, but this is the middle of one of the chapters about during their rise that kind of goes to their rise to power. And it says, with any great product, you can only contain its popularity for so long. With every new market that the toilet paper was reaching, it would inevitably lead to more people wanting it and a new distributor dropping the ball. Occasionally, a dealer would get caught with a roll or two, as it weren't exactly easy to hide. However, none of the dealers were filled in on where it was produced, and the police were typically pleased with the quality of the bowel towels. So instead of arresting the dealer, there'd be an understanding that they could continue to do their business, assisting those who wished to do their business with comfort. as long as an occasional roll made its way into the officer's hands. Every now and then, a young officer would play the role of Dudley Doo-Doo-Right and actually file a report of contraband toilet paper, featuring the face of the president embossed onto it. This didn't sit well with the officers that were greatly enjoying not having to give their blood, sweat, and tears every time they took a ride on the porcelain paddy wagon. These ambitious officers who were about getting the sheets off the streets often found themselves being the guest of honor at what is known as a blanket party, and soon after would take it easy on the neighborhood paper boys. So, yeah.
That sounds so great. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't. I'm going to read it.
It's a lot of Harwood
Yeah.
jokes.
I enjoy that.
But I mean, obviously, the whole book's not like that. There's very serious things that go on there. You know, it's like you're watching a crime family drama. Actually, you know, I'm on Amazon right now. I'm going to go ahead and pull up. This is what the book's description is on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
It's in a post-second wave of COVID-19 dystopian future, devoid of quality toilet tissue. One family aims to flush away society's blues. Meme lord Rory Kittle returns from a stay in prison to lead his family and community out of the throes of economic depression via the backdoor world of bootleg toilet paper. Motivated by the government's destruction of their dreams and livelihood, the Kittle family will stop at nothing to wipe out the competition. This novel is great for anyone who cannot wait to binge another season of Ozark. The Leaky Hinders is what the author imagines would happen if Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy, and Idiocracy were to have one wild night, result in a love child, and then settle down together in a small upstate New York town.
I love
It does sound
Oh,
fun.
that does sound. That's a great description. Oh my
And we
goodness.
have it because we are patrons of Mike Harwood.
Yes, yes. Now you
I'm trying
do
to find it
have
here.
a Patreon account, correct? For your
I
books
do.
and your writings.
And it's awesome actually. The book, it helped me purchase the actual Chromebook that I wrote the book on.
Oh, that's great.
A lot of my kids' book series, I actually have to travel to go do research and so on, so it helps pay for a lot of that kind of thing. When my first editions of the books, I actually had to purchase a lot of the books themselves and then sell them at wholesale and retail prices, depending on if it was to public or private, or a business. So it helps with cover costs with that as well. So it's actually pretty awesome. It goes a long way in helping out. And I appreciate you guys actually being patrons. It's huge. I feel I did send it to you guys first. I wanted to make sure everybody, that was a patron had a crack at it.
Oh,
And
thank you.
I do have to say right now that there was a little bit of a snafu. When I put it onto Kindle Direct and through Amazon, and it was finally up to be published, the first thing I did was I accidentally hit the wrong version. I sent the wrong manuscript over. So I sent
no.
that wasn't completely edited to begin with. It's close, but not completely.
Yeah.
And so I realized it, and this was I realized it actually after I had sent it to all my patrons. But apparently when you send it to multiple people one at a time, Amazon thinks that your account was hijacked, and it locks down your account and also undoes everything you did for 3 or 4 days. So not only did it end up publishing not the last one I had put in, the finished one, it did the second to last unedited one. And then it also canceled all my purchases for that week, which I had quite a few. So it says it's supposed to take 48 hours to fix. It's been 5 days so far, and it's still not completely fixed. But so if anybody gets it now, Chapter 2 is worded a little bit differently in a couple paragraphs, and there's a few little edits here and there that are as far as word usage that aren't exactly as it would be. It should be done hopefully by tomorrow, but if you get it now, it will be you'll know. You might not notice it. I do.
Sure.
But,
yeah.
But it should be good to go when they finally fix it here. They originally said 48 hours, and I just went to call today, and it said you can't call customer service. There's nobody there. And then it says, in 48 hours really means 5 business days. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh.
So.
Thank you. Yeah. Boy, just
All right,
hiccuped.
I finally found that. I've been searching.
Caleb's in the house. Hillary Clinton, too, says the Russians hijacked her emails.
Oh, it happens.
Yeah, those will be rare copies.
I
One.
had to convince Amazon that it was actually me. And the first thing they wanted was, all right, they're like, all right, well, we need the expiration date for this credit card. I'm like, the one that I used like 6 years ago that expired.
Oh my
I don't
gosh. Yeah.
keep those around. So when I did get a hold of somebody, then they started asking me questions, and I'm like, what? I don't know these answers. Like it took me like an hour and a half after being on hold to convince them it was me to give me my account back.
Oh my gosh.
That is wild.
That is. I mean, I guess I see why they just didn't want to let anybody in, you know, but
Yeah.
it is weird
Absolutely.
when you know, like old like credit cards or bank cards, if you know, there was a time when within a 1 or 1.5 year period that our bank had sent me like a bank card every 6 months because
they kept getting
compromised, and you know, and it's just like, oh great, you know, and then it's like, what's the what is the credit card that you used to purchase this, when I was calling about like something for the kids, you know, and it's like, I don't know, that was like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
And I don't like
Right.
that's it happens. So Hillary Clinton is the worst jelly bean flavor. It'll kill you. What was that last?
But yeah, so I really was motivated to write this basically based on a lot of the fears I've been having about how ridiculously status everybody's become.
Yes.
And you know, like, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean the number of Karens that I saw out there were just insane. And Bo, you know what? You're asking about Andy. I mean, his name's Andy. Do I need to say anything more?
Freaking Andes.
Let me show you what I think about. Let me show you what I think about Andes. We're required to wear masks in this state because of an Andy. And
oh yes,
Typical
definitely.
Andy.
Typical Andrew.
That's the one that I wear.
Good for you.
But hey, Andy, please buy my book.
Yeah.
But
You'll love it.
so a lot of it that I wrote was actual concerns, and I mean, it wasn't meant to be a documentary, kind of like Idiocracy, but
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't become like one.
Yeah.
But if it does, I'm gonna milk it for all it's worth. Like, yo, I'm Nostradamus, man. You see this?
Yeah.
So
Now, tell me we all already know, and a lot of us probably share the same thoughts, but it is sort of a little bit of a divisive topic, you know, with the coronavirus and stopping the curve or staying home. I mean, there's even a lot of like libertarians who are sort of saying things like, you know, we need the government to tell us to do this, and it's a little shocking sometimes, I think, you know, to hear it from people who have the same like-minded thoughts that we do. But
so
tell me all of the stuff that you're thinking.
All right. So for my part, I was somebody who just kind of the first month was like, all right, you know, I don't know what's going on. Let's sit back and see what we got here. And during that month, I'm a total dork. So I research, I look into things big time. I don't just throw an opinion out there just because it's whatever this politician said or that politician said, or, you know, I hate 99% of politicians. Even though I'm a registered libertarian, help start the Libertarian Party, like half the guys in the party that are big names in the party, I'm like, dude, go away. But so I spent, you know, the full month and a half just waiting for data to come in and watching data from different countries come around. And now, for my part, I've seen 5 different countries and 5 different states all come up with a number that was 0.1 to 0.3% fatality rate off of doing antibody testing, mass antibody testing.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like, all right, well, let's act on that number. What does that number mean? And so then I looked up, say, I don't know, seasonal flu totals that are bad flu seasons. It's not that far off from those numbers. So to me, I'm like, all right, well, that data suggests to me that, you know, maybe it wasn't the best move to lock everything down. Maybe our best bet would have been to shelter the most vulnerable people in place and focus our efforts on them and our help to them. I'm not one that wants to send tax dollars anywhere because it's theft. But if we're going to, I'd much rather have it go to sheltering people who are the most vulnerable and the most likely to have something happen to them than, I don't know, Congress spending $4 trillion to give us $2.5 billion back of our own money.
So
And
annoying.
it's crazy. What I found is it's crazy because anytime that you talk to anyone, I mean, sometimes it's mostly strangers, but even people that know that you're not, that's not your motivation.
Yeah.
I found it instantly. It's like, it was like if somebody questioned the Iraq War.
Oh yeah.
You can substitute coronavirus, the 9/11 for coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's their thing, and it's instantly, you don't care about people, you want them to die.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Don't question the
no, I'm
motives.
saying these numbers are showing, and honestly, I like to save millions of lives down the road. The UN predicts that there's going to be 300 to 500,000 more children this year than would have died, or are going to die from poverty this year mostly because the United States shut down their economy.
Wow.
It's that's exponentially more than what the virus could have done on its own. On top, I mean, New York State that just issued a report that said 30% domestic violence cases are up 30% in the last month in New York State.
I can understand.
But also, yeah.
I've been home
our
for
idiot
months.
got on last month and said that domestic violence doesn't cause death, and not having access to mental health treatment doesn't cause death. And I'm like, dude, one of my classmates got murdered by her husband last year. Don't talk to me.
Right. Right.
It's not cool. So it just bothers me when so many people are so scared that they can literally look at data and it's not even there in front of them. And it's just like, you want people to die, we're all going to die, what's wrong with you, you're scum of the earth. I'm like, okay.
Because there is one death, that means, even if it was just one death, they're like, you want everyone to die. Okay, so I want to say this real quick, because Kirk brought it up and I did want to ask you. Governor Cuomo, now he sent the sick COVID patients to a nursing home, or was it 2 nursing homes? That's bullshit. What the?
The New York State decree was that nursing homes had to take COVID patients. Now, we don't have numbers on it, but so just from me paying attention, in our county, there's been 25 deaths, right? Mm-hmm. There was one news story about one of them in one of our towns where 6 people had died from coronavirus after this decree and people being put back in. Now, the other one, I have friends that work at, and one of my friends is actually a resident there as well, and he actually had a false positive test. We actually thought he had it. We were like, oh my God. But they lost 6 people there to it as well. So at least 12 of our 25 in my county died in a nursing home after our governor sent patients into the nursing homes. And the director of, I can't remember what the official title is, but the director for all the nursing home association, all of New York State, went on several media outlets with the decree saying, it's right here, we're ordered to do it. We're basically this is just stupid. So, and then when he was asked about it, he doubled down on it. So, I mean, I can't stand this guy. I don't like people, and yeah.
Yeah.
So today, for example, right? Just yesterday, the WHO, and I was shocked that the World Health Organization yesterday actually reversed course and said that Sweden was the model that the world should have followed. Now, Sweden didn't lock down. They didn't close schools. They protected and sheltered the most vulnerable people in their society. And they're a society where most of the people are over age 65. So they probably should have had worse death tolls.
Yeah. Italy.
Not a large portion yet. But they were better than Europe across the board. And, they're probably not going to get hit as hard the next time around because more people got exposed to it.
Right.
So this is the day after that's announced, our governor closes schools today. Now, a big part of my income is coaching scholastic sports at the middle school level. I currently coach 2, and it looked like I was going to have 3 in the following year. Right now, I just lost my entire income for the months of June, July, August, and early September because of that. And now I'm hearing, talking to my athletic director and a few other people that actually scratch that part. I never talked to him. I talked to a lot of people around the state who told me that the governor is actually talking about, because he's wasted so much money the last 10 years and the shutdown's been so bad for us economically, that New York State might not have any middle school sports or extracurricular activities for middle school ever again.
Ever again?
Yeah, yeah. So right there, I'm out quarter to half of my income every year. I'm in a weird position where I can't go take a job with late night hours because I don't want to lose custody of my kids. My family from the hours helped me have that arrangement. And so I'm like, oh, cool, I'm stuck, but I have a choice to take an essential job if you ask my governor. So a lot of those type of things are actually in my book, and there's actually a book within the book. The main character wrote a book encouraging people to ignore the government's orders, ignore the lockdown. It was several years down the line from now, and just go out and do business with whoever you want to do business with. And the government didn't. So
I can't wait to read it. I mean, especially, am I going to hear your voice when I'm reading it? Is it, am I going to hear Mike Harwood?
A couple times, well, there might be a phrase or two in there like I've heard that before.
Yeah.
So
I'm really excited, and I'm glad you put this book out now. I think a lot of people in our community are going to enjoy it, but also following your dreams, taking this time that you've been has been forced upon you, to do something that you really enjoy. But man, I'm so sorry to hear about the work in coaching, because I know it's something you love, and for those poor kids who won't have an opportunity to.
Yeah.
What?
They're just getting rid of sports.
So my older daughter right now, she's a stud in basketball. The kid can play. So like for her, she'll be 8th grade next year. It's not a big deal, she'll play JV ball next year if that does happen. My younger daughter didn't get into sports until this year. So she's one of those kids that would, I was talking about next year maybe having her be a manager for the soccer team when she's a 6th grader, and getting that work because the coach is a good friend of mine, and then having that time to develop. And she's not going to have that time to develop. And 7th grade for her, putting her up against 10th graders is completely unrealistic.
Yeah.
So it's terrible for that. Like my lacrosse team this year, I got 23 amazing athletes on my team. I was looking forward to an incredible season. Even if we do have a season next year, which we probably won't, I'm losing 15 of them. So it's like, all right. So.
Dave wondered if sorry, I'm still kind of gagging on a little bit of the my throat. Jelly beans. Yeah, I was like still like there's a teeny bit of taste back there. He wants to know if you're able to do private lessons.
For coaching, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what? Again?
I believe so. Yes.
One of the things I am looking into doing is doing position specific private lessons over video. Actually, one of my old teammates is actually a pretty good coach down in North Carolina, and he was actually a freshman when I was a senior, so I used to pick on him a lot. But he's doing pretty awesome down there now. But he's been doing private lessons that way. So I've been considering actually getting together. Maybe I was skinny then, but I was a goalie. So in college, so I'm thinking of doing some private goalie lessons that way, advertising it, and it's a good market to get into. So it's marketable. Obviously, it's not the same as coaching my team, and it's they've actually been. There's been a lot of talk about my assistant and I taking over our varsity program when their coaches retire there. So, but it sucks because we'd be the first ones gone. So, but yeah, possibility.
Can you, Andy, in the comments, can you even believe that this is what our world is like right now? I mean, 2 months ago, we were all just going about our business, doing our thing. I can't even believe it.
I think that I can't believe the world is like this now. I mean, that's something I was always like, yeah, I'll probably live through that at some point in my life.
Mm.
I was hoping to be a little bit better shape in every way imaginable before going into it. But
Yeah,
hey, you know,
ready for it.
it is. But I think what I can't believe is how many people are willing to just be like, yep, that story works for me.
Right.
I don't care what the numbers say. I don't even want to think about it. And so many people who think the economy is just the ticker and your job for 2 months, like just no comprehension of how devastating this actually is,
Yeah.
and the amount of people that just, like, want to fight you. Like I feel like I'm actually in a zombie apocalypse because you go into a comment section or you go into a store without a mask, and it's like it's insane. So all right, so the day after Easter, right? Um, I was in Target, and the Easter section had arrows on the floor lined up for people for when
I've
they
been
had
to
a
stores.
makeshift register there. So yeah, they had a register there, like a portable one for just the Easter section to relieve traffic in the store.
Oh.
The day before Easter. So I'm in there the day after, and there's two other ladies in the section with me, and one sees me and she like almost runs away, and I'm like, or whatever. I'm like, I don't know if it's because I'm a human being near her or if I look like a rapist. I'm not sure. I mean, I've been growing my pandemic beard, so it could be.
Oh,
That's what I'm going. The hair's getting longer.
I'm like the
Beautiful.
white cat Stevens. So no, but so we're so we're in the store, and then I hear this other lady mention something to her, and I hear the lady start screaming at her, just like, "You need to follow the arrows," and like she's flipping out, and I'm cracking up laughing, like, right?
Yeah.
So I come around and the lady was sitting there, like, the other lady was like, "I can't believe this," and I'm like, "Yeah, watch this." I'm like, wait till she gets to the sticker line up there that says stop, where there used to be a register, and there's nothing there now. So she got there and she stood at that line that said stop for like 2 solid minutes before she realized that you didn't have to follow the arrows.
Oh
So
my gosh.
it was awesome. I was like,
It was awesome.
and at the same time, sad. At the same time, it was sad for humanity. I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like this is real life.
Yep. It is. It is. I mean, when it first started happening, and I think we sort of had the same feelings as you had, where it was like, okay, wait, what?
Yeah.
This.
And being in the communities we're in, you're used to getting your news from your friends.
Right.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
So like the news I'm getting from my friends was terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd
Yeah.
be like because they're like China's lying. They're burning bodies out in fields. This is insane.
Yeah.
And then the regular news is like, well, everything's, you guys should, take care or whatever. And so that's the level I was on. I was kind of like watching it just like you, just watching it. Let's see where these numbers go, because obviously China's lying to us one way or the other. We don't know which way.
And then my mom messaged me and said that one of our mutual friends had posted something, and she's like a prepper kind of anarchist, conspiracy theorist kind of. I don't want to maybe, but in a good way, like like
just in caser.
Just in case her, yeah. And she posted something about going out and getting essentials and stuff. And my mom was like, you might want to go out, like if you want, you can use our Sam's Club membership. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, get stuff? Like, where's the food gonna go? And then the whole toilet paper thing happened.
Yeah, that was my trigger. And I wasn't afraid of a virus. I was afraid of people.
Yes.
When the toilet paper dried up, I was afraid of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
because they were
we need to get
literally
some
fighting over toilet paper.
I got to turn that into a book. So I mean, I literally recycled the lack of toilet paper into a book. So, ironically, it's an ebook, so I'm not even using paper.
I can't wait to read it. I'm really excited about.
Yeah, I brought it up here.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Slipped through my email and I had to fish it back out.
Yeah. Kirk says that he was scared in January when he saw China nailing people into their homes. Yeah, right?
See, I missed that part. They were welding people.
By early March, it was obvious that it wasn't too bad.
Sharmageddon.
What video? Now, you've watched a few videos. Sharmageddon?
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that one.
I may have to throw that into the book description. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that one.
I have not heard that either. That's fantastic.
I see a lot of memes.
That is awesome.
What a weird thing. It's just a weird thing. Who started the toilet paper? And all the food was still on the shelves. It was only the toilet paper aisles that were
Well,
empty.
you know, it's funny because when it happened too, a lot of people were bartering for toilet paper, like and a big part of the book and the family's one of the reasons why the family was so popular and able to rise to power in their town without people blowing them in was that they bartered with people and they helped provide things that they needed. So that that the actual real life situation was which one did you just get?
I think it's buttered popcorn. I just Russian rouletted it.
Of course he did. Go ahead.
So I was waiting for your reaction. I was like, what do you get? So I was able to take those real life events and actually, put them into the story. And it's one of those things too, where I hope that down the line, I don't see too many people reading their young children this book. But I hope that maybe down the line, if there's still a country, people can read it and like if their kids were too young to remember what happened here, take a look at it and be like, that was stupid.
Right.
I as I walk through the grocery stores now, I'm like, I can't wait to tell future generations if it doesn't get crazier, like if things actually do kind of go back to normal. Like,
right.
I just look around and I'm like, this is insane. This is insane.
Mm-hmm.
This is America. Like, this is weird.
It is. It's just so weird. What are your thoughts on as things reopen? Obviously, the virus isn't gone. More people are going to get it, but because
yeah, you're not going to exterminate the virus,
right? So there are people who are nervous that in a few weeks, when things start reopening again,
we're going for round 2.
It's going to just ramp up again.
So like for me, like when I heard that and I took a look at places that never closed in the first place, and I'm like, well, in this case, during these spikes, these should be through the roof, and they weren't. And then I took a look at, like, I have a fraternity brother who is a total Karen, and I love the guy, but I mean, he's looking right at data, and I asked him if there's anything he had that refutes it. Hey, if you have other data, show me, please.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, well, Rand Paul sucks, and I'm like, okay, but
is he made of numbers?
I was like, but he posted a few weeks ago about all the states that were reopening, and how terrible things are going to be there. And he says in 14 days. 14 days was actually today. And I haven't posted yet. I'm going to give it another week. But I kept track of every one of those states where they stood for death rate and totals. And most of them have stayed the same, and a couple have actually dropped since they opened. So I can't wait to post it on his page in the next week. But I'm like, dude, listen, you can be scared, but if you're scared of something, what's the best way to combat that? Research it, look into it. Most fear is fear of the unknown, right? Well, if you know what to expect, if I'm going in for a surgery, I'm not going to be like, I'm just going to go in, like I'm going to pee myself, not knowing what's happening. I'm going to look into it and see what my recovery time looks like. I want to have a realistic view.
Yeah. There's so many people who will just simply watch what's on the TV, though, and say, like, the news said that it's going to be. They showed a guy who had it, and he said it was the worst thing ever. Yeah, we talked to a girl who is a part of our community on the internet, and she was like, yeah, I had a sore throat, I had a cough, I had a fever, and she had just come back from Italy. So
I think the only way that people aren't going to be as scared at this point is going to be people getting widespread antibody testing, so they can see for themselves, hey, like actual numbers and maybe have something tangible instead of just somebody saying it to them.
Yeah.
I honestly, I want an antibody test because I would, if I had to put money on it. So, all right, so my ex-wife has another kid, so it's my daughter's half brother, and he's, I think, 2 or 3 now. He's 3 in October. He ended up having this awful sickness for weeks, and he ended up being hospitalized twice over a 3-week period.
Really?
And this was back before they realized it was here already.
Mm-hmm.
And they diagnosed him with coronavirus, but it was coronavirus. They diagnosed it as, the previous strains, but the discharge paper had a question mark and an exclamation point next to it. Like, what? Like, this this is a lot worse than what coronavirus should be, as we know it.
Yeah.
And that was before it was a buzzword, before people were talking about it on TV. And so here it is about 3 weeks later, it's mid-January. And after my surgery, and sorry, I'm reading Kirk's comment. After my
it got me too.
I got back to playing basketball, old man's league again, which I was excited for. And the first 2 weeks, I'm like, man, I'm going to suck. I'm fat, and I sat around for months because of the surgery. And I played great for the first 2 weeks, had a blast. I was running up and down for 2 hours, felt awesome. And then the next 9 days, and this was a few weeks after, her brother was diagnosed with coronavirus, I could barely walk. I was walking up the steps at work, and I was like struggling for air. I actually started wondering, like, do I have like lung cancer? Like, what's going on?
Oh my gosh.
And I was actually getting ready to I was trying to get a doctor's appointment set up to get my lungs checked out. And I felt awful. I had a fever all the time. I was tired all the time. And then a couple of days later, all of a sudden, I'm like, you know what? After like 9 days of it, I was like, I actually feel pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Went back to basketball the following week, and everything was back to normal. So I kind of want to get tested.
There are people who say the same thing, that they.
What you got? You do have the Rona.
Actually, okay. Real quickly, just for a second, Dave wants to know. Dave Gabrielson says, "What fraternity did you?"
What fraternity am I a member of? I'm Alpha Phi Delta, an Italian heritage fraternity. Dude, my daughter heard me in the other room and just sent me the picture of the discharge papers for coronavirus. Anyways,
I'm
Alpha Phi Delta out of Utica College. So if you ever watch Impractical Jokers,
yeah,
Sal was one of our brothers.
Oh, no kidding.
They're funny. I enjoy them.
They're good dudes.
Yeah. I like your take on everything. It's refreshing. Although I don't watch the news, but when you're scrolling through Facebook and you see that you're like, normie friends sharing things, and I do, and it's not like
bad, Sean.
I get nervous, sometimes, but I feel
you don't like the flu. You don't like the cold.
I don't even like the regular flu
kind of
because I don't like to be sick, and I don't like my people being sick. It makes me very anxious when my family is not well. Mm-hmm. But I feel like maybe this isn't as bad as what they were saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to feel less anxious. I mean, because before I was having like panic attacks. Like I couldn't even breathe because I was like, oh my God, my parents are going to die. Tomorrow, this is it. I watched something, and I think you had maybe shared it, or you had said you had watched it, but a couple doctors who were talking, but their video got taken off of YouTube. What was that about now?
They were all these guys did was show the data that they collected. They had done more testing than anybody else in their county in California had done. They've tested at this point over 8,000 people now, and they came up with a fatality rate of about 0.1 to 0.3%. And then they went and compared and contrasted other nations with theirs as well. Like compared Sweden to Norway, and showed how it was statistically insignificant difference. One was locked down, one was not. And they basically were coming from the approach of, listen, at first it made sense for us to lock down to know what we were dealing with, but now the numbers are coming in from all over the world are showing it doesn't justify it at this point. Mm-hmm. And they were vilified instantly. People keep sharing this one. There's this one group that they did a joint statement about, how we don't support what they're saying. This group of ER doctors, but that group of ER doctors is actually a political PAC. So I was like, yeah, cool, awesome. But you may not support it, but literally every other mass test of antibody testing around the world has come back exactly the same as what their numbers came back as. And what's crazy is, everybody likes to point to Dr. Fauci instead of these guys. A lot of people don't realize that Dr. Fauci, up until the Bill Gates Foundation, was tabbed to be the world's provider for the global vaccine campaign.
We're gonna get shut down now.
A little bit of a lucrative deal. He was saying the opposite. In fact, he wrote a paper February 28th that said, based on other people's numbers that they've already looked at, it looked like it was probably less than a 1% fatality rate and more in line with the seasonal flu. But the reason why I mentioned the Gates Foundation when Fauci started changing his tune is because he sits as the sole member of their leadership council for the Gates Foundation. So people were freaking out in the news about Trump mentioning a drug that he had an investment in, which was about $1,000 through a mutual fund advisor. He never even looked at it. But I think that there's a little bit more financial interest for Fauci than there is for Trump.
Sure.
But we don't hear anything. In fact, there's somebody put together a video of of Fauci's interviews from January of 2017 till present, and it has the dates on them. And he's saying in January 2017, there's going to be some kind of Trump's going to have some kind of outbreak during his time. I'm like, okay, how can you possibly know that?
Yeah.
And if you knew it, how can you didn't prepare for it? And then he says, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a Trump guy. So please don't. I hope nobody's watching thinks I am.
Your team sucks too, bro.
Then he says in January of this year, it's no big deal. It's not something to worry about. Just make sure you're washing your hands and whatnot. Don't change your life. He said it in late January of this year. He said it in February of this year. On February 28th, he wrote a paper saying it's, like I said, about a 0.1% to 1% fatality rate. February 29th, he's on the news saying it's not a big deal. In March, Bill Gates gets tagged for this, and all of a sudden his story is completely different.
Wow.
But now all the numbers are matching up with what he was saying 3 months ago. So, but people always point to him, and I'm like, have you ever actually looked at the timeline of him? Because he's all over the board, man. And and then they actually asked him in an interview, well, when did you know this was going to be a problem? He's like, back in early January. But all of his interviews in January and February said the polar opposite. So I'm like, he's not discredited, but two guys that put numbers out that you didn't want to hear are instantly not credible. So.
Right. There was another, I think it was pulled from part of that interview along with someone else, and I don't remember who. It could be that other guy, but I think Michael Chaney shared it, or because I got tagged in it today, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it, But the guy was saying like how the spike around like it was like March 18th, as far as like the highest number of whatever, when things started going south. But then they started shutting things down. But the virus is in you for like 2 weeks, 10 days to 14 days before it does anything. So we were all probably already exposed to this. And as the numbers, it's like then they shut things down.
When the numbers spiked, it was already done.
Yeah, and it's like that. It doesn't make sense because we were already out there. So who knows who already had it and didn't have it, and
making out with coworkers and whatnot. That's funny to Mary because I work with primarily men.
Didn't have it at that point in the spike. We left open Walmart's, Wegmans,
where we all
going
hang out.
And that's what Andy even said, made a good point about that. That's where everybody's going to hang out,
I'm in there with people, but I can't go to the local coffee shop and sit there for 15 minutes.
Right.
It makes no sense. Like, I'm like, what? But actually, I don't know if you guys saw the other day as well, University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, the hospital there, they were one of the first ones to actually come up with an antibody test for this. In our country, and they announced yesterday or 2 days ago, that their testing results came back, and they did a worst case scenario. They actually estimate that between 5 and 20% of everybody in the population had it already. but they did it on 3% just to make it a worst case scenario in case there was any errors, right? And they came up with a 0.25% fatality rate. So the doctor there, the same day that their governor's like, that your guys' governor's like, hey, we're closing school for the year, the hospital there is like, yeah, listen, we're going back to normal operations because this is bullcrap.
Yeah,
So, like,
0.25.
not that the virus is bullcrap, but the actions taken at this point don't
Right.
justify.
I got a
the
Pennsylvania
means.
button.
Yep. There.
This isn't civilized Pennsylvania. This is a raw frontier.
So that's the thing. What you said about it is an actual like real virus that just as with the normal flu and pneumonia and things like that, like people who are at risk for those things should be concerned and take a little extra precaution. But to shut down the entire,
But I've been saying all along, it's like, yeah.
Go ahead.
They should have just did a media campaign. People who are, in the risk territory, take precautions. Let the rest of the public build their antibodies and level the curve.
Right.
I agree wholeheartedly. And what's funny is like when I bring these things up to other people, they'll look right at it and be like, "You all just want people to die." I'm like, "Yes, these doctors want people to die too. That's their goal."
Yeah.
That's
where they get their money.
I mean, there was even a ER doctor from New York City, Bronx Hospital, who was like, said, "Hey, it's time to reopen." Did a big op-ed in the New York Post. He was like, "Dude, it's time to reopen. Like, let's do this. The spike is behind us. Let's go." And even he, like every one of them, there was a follow-up interview with the doctors that got censored, and they said they've been talking to people like that did the Stanford study and so on, and they said all of them are just getting everywhere they go, anytime they talk, they've never been threatened so many times in their lives, and so much hate coming their way just for giving the actual numbers.
Yes.
So it's strange. It's a strange time.
It is a strange time.
It's scary how much control the media has over the population and the polarization of the left and right and picking teams, and they're both attacking each other for the same reasons, but with their own team's talking points, and people are just insane. It's scary, creepy.
I feel like this is just another divide, that they're playing on where people, are either against the shutdown or they're for it, and so we're fighting each other.
But they're also like for it and against it for their own team's reasons.
Yeah, yep.
Yes, exactly. They turned it into well, my team says this, and I'm like, dude, hey, seriously? Like, okay. Sorry, I'm getting another. I'm mixing vodka with Corona seltzer.
That's how you
gotta kick it up. I've been drinking Four Loko, which I finished.
That's right, Derek. Easier to be
go-to.
objective when you don't have a team. Yep.
Exactly. And the thing, I love how often if I say anything, you just love Trump, and I'm like,
not.
Yeah.
Do I?
I try to stay out of it, like I can't handle.
We don't go into our normal Facebook that much at all.
But
from the beginning, I'm like, you're only testing people who are dying and then saying the numbers are high because they're dying, but you only tested them because they're dying. It's like I need like you said, I need broad testing but they weren't testing anybody but rich people, sick people, and dogs and tigers.
And if you look at, here's the thing, like if you look at articles, like people keep telling you, well, there's other numbers out there that contradict those. And I'm like, where? Show me. And every article that mentions them doesn't name where the study was. They don't link to the study because they don't exist. Yeah. And then if you look at, sometimes they'll do their own numbers, and they'll take the number of people died versus the number of confirmed cases. That's not how you do antibody testing. That's not.
Yeah. You just got to pick a group of people. If they had it, if they didn't, if they had symptoms, if they didn't, did they die? If they didn't, and then give me those numbers.
Yes.
The crazy thing is, the models that created the panic were based off of that type of formula. But Fauci's paper in February 28th talks about how you can't do that. You need to test healthy people. But he didn't do that on the stuff that he used to advise the president on what to do. And I'm like, dude, if you show people this, they're like, you're a conspiracy theorist. I'm like, it's published in the New England Journal of Medicine. You can look at it. It's not like I made this up out of thin air. Like, here's the link. Read it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just conspiracy. I don't know if I trust that. I'm like, really?
It's a journal of medicine.
It's like,
That's what they call it.
Yeah.
published paper.
There was a woman who said, also in this video I watched today, and this is another thing that's been really bothering me, is when somebody dies but they were tested and they had COVID, but that's not what they died from, because like they were on hospice, they were told they had a few
skydiving
weeks left to live. Yeah, and then they contracted COVID, but that wasn't the case of death. And she said we put it on the death certificate as COVID death. And then she said something else that didn't make any sense, and was like, I hope that pleases you, whoever she was talking to, or like, I hope that answers your question. And I'm like, that doesn't answer. That just says that.
At first, I thought that was nefarious. Like, I thought, I have two thoughts with that. Like, it could be like nefarious reasons. Obviously, they want the numbers to look worse than they are. It's easier to control people that way. And, and that's where my brain automatically goes, because I don't trust government ever.
Right.
In fact, actually, after this, I'll tell you the quick story of one of the reasons why I don't. One of the biggest wake up moments for me. But the other reason is, New York State, our hospitals, for example, in New York State, our hospitals, like the hospital I was born in is one of the biggest ones in central New York, and it's talking about closing because it's had nobody in it. It's losing money like crazy. It's laid off half its employees. A lot of my friends have been laid off because of it. And if you treat a COVID patient and you have a death listed as COVID, you're guaranteed payment at a higher rate than Medicare can pay. So of course they're going to say it's COVID every single time, because, dude, I just made way more money than I would have otherwise, and I'm hemorrhaging money like crazy right now. So it's twofold. And the only reason I can think, I think the incentive to put it like that would be to make the numbers look worse than they are. And the other, that's the other thing too. New York City, somehow the virus behaves completely different there than it does everywhere else in the world. I'm sure it had nothing to do with putting 3,800 people on the death tally that were never even tested.
Wow.
Yeah, and they freely admitted that too. And people are like, yeah, whatever, no big deal. And I'm like, they probably had it. And I'm like, could you imagine if that's how we did for flu deaths? Yo, there were like 40 million flu deaths this year.
Yeah,
we didn't actually
crazy. Government funded it, but yeah, it was nuts.
I mean, that dude had cancer. That one smoked for 83 years, but it was definitely the flu.
It was definitely the flu.
The flu complicated their cancer death.
Yeah.
So,
go ahead.
My story real quick of why I learned. I already had a distrust of government, but the day that it really hit me hard, and Dadman knows this one because I called him on the way home from that day. So this was a long time ago. But the junior, one of the representatives from our area to Congress he's a freshman congressman as well, was doing a debate about Obamacare against his Republican opponent at my place of employment. So this guy's a nobody. Like, Dan Maffei was his name, and he was a total loser. He saw me at the farmer's market that year wearing my Ron Paul pin, Ron Paul 2008, and he was like, "Hey man, Ron Paul, I love him." I'm like, "You do?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he's got the camera with him, and I go, "So you love the constitutionalist, but you're voting for the socialist? I think you're just trying to get my vote, Dan." Right? Dan got all pissed off and walked away with the trophy wife, and then everybody was laughing at him. So this guy, he's coming to my place of employment to do this debate. So I go on a New York Mets baseball forum, which has a general discussion forum the night before, and I write my question that I want to ask him, which had to deal with the population of people that I work with, and it was a question that he did not want to be asked. And I asked him, "Listen, if you have a question, here's my question. If you guys have one too, let me know, and I'll ask it tomorrow." So I show up to work the next day, and there's people like security everywhere, and I'm like, this looks like a Secret Service. This is a junior congressman. What's going on? And I walk up to the door, and they're checking IDs at the door, and I start to get a little bit creeped out. The CEO of my company, who I've talked to once the entire 4 years I had been there, was like, "Hey, Mike," and I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, can you come to my office? I'm like, what? Okay. So I walk in, I've got my folder with my question with it. And she goes, you can't ask that question. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, I read your blog. I'm like, I don't have a blog. And she was like, well, I read it. And I'm like, I really don't have a blog, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. And so she produces this edited question that was they took from the website. They edited it and sent it to her saying, I planned on asking this and not let me in and to point me out to them when I got there. And she didn't feel comfortable with that. But she also didn't want to mess with them since he, the funding for some of her programs came through this guy. So she's like, I said, listen, that's really creepy to me because I put that on a baseball site, and here's the copy of what I actually was going to ask. She read it. She agreed with my question and my position, and was like, listen, I think you're very well educated on this. She's like, but I can't let you ask him that. And now I would be like, you know what? I'm going in to ask it. So, but then I was like, young and sexual, and I was like, can I go home now? And she's like, please do.
Am I free to go? Am I being detained?
I was like, how does this dude have the resources to track me down like this? Like, it was like 12 hours after I put it on this website. Like, holy crap, man.
That's craziness.
And that was one that turns out that race, the Democrats saw it as strategic. So the Clintons dumped like $25 million into this dude's campaign.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I think the Clintons tracked me down.
Yikes.
You're on the list.
Hillary's not still in the chat, is she?
I have nothing incriminating on Hillary. I want to make that clear.
Right. I love the meme that says about how COVID, like, what is it? The COVID deaths might actually topple Hillary's.
Oh yeah, her death counts.
Yeah.
The number of people that died that had dirt on the Clintons.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. So, how did you get involved? We have to ask about the whole alleged admin 3.
It was my 3-year birthday, my 3-year anniversary of that 2 days ago.
Oh, hi.
So, obviously, I hung out with the gays, and then I met Peter and David. No, but no. So, no, these guys, I met Dave and Peter through Ron Paul 2008, and always was hanging around for all types of liberty events, and I've always had a blast with those guys. And it was funny, the first time I met them, I'm like, these guys are a different bird, and I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. And so we always were going to the same events throughout the year and so on. I got to meet Ron Paul that way through it when we went to New Hampshire to campaign for him. In fact, John Popper from Blues Traveler was coming into the place we were to make calls, and we left before he got there so we could go see Ron instead. So it was fun doing that with those guys, and I was always around. And of course, I was one of the founders of the Libertarian Party in our county, and great. Hillary says I have dirt on something.
Yeah, she's here. They have a lot of resources, but she'll come here personally.
Yes.
And I think your pantsuits are wonderful.
Very classy, tasteful.
Classy.
I was part of the Libertarian Party, and we actually were tabbed to host the Libertarian Convention for the state in Syracuse like 6 months after we became a chapter. And the guys in that chapter are awesome. I love the people in that chapter. Mm-hmm. There's one of them that's infamous that I won't talk about here, but he's a good dude. But we were able to pull it together, and to the point where we had a fundraiser for it and everything, and ended up having the biggest libertarian convention in state history, hosted by us 6 months later. Now, Liberty Memes was scheduled to speak at this event, and there were a couple of the other speakers that were delayed because of flight issues and so on. So the whole schedule got changed. Now, they claimed that they had to leave. Real story is they just didn't want to be there. So they literally gave me like 10 minutes before notice. I'm looking through just a blank list of like 36 memes on slides. And I'm just looking at them, and I have to come up with narrative about each of them. And they leave, and I am now Liberty Memes. So I presented as Liberty Memes with a slideshow I did not put together. some of the memes too, like that made me like oh my god, right? A couple of them, like were some of their special ones, and I was like, oh dude, all right, if my
Yeah.
priest is watching, no, but so I got up and of course I said I'm admin 3 of Liberty Memes, and Larry Sharp's like, there's no admin 3, and I'm like, so it was
That's where that started.
And that's how it started.
and this was being live streamed like all these other libertarian pages and conventions around the area. And sorry, I'm plugging in my phone here.
Oh, that's good.
I was, it went over great. I had a blast on it, and the next thing I know, I'm introduced as A3 on the site, and just been fun ever since. So
Yes.
Had a blast. You have to meet some more people from it and do some cool things.
Yeah. First of all, I have to say,
have you ever posted anything yet?
I never personally posted just because I didn't want to post, and well, because I didn't want to post really. But early on, I would just send my stuff directly to Dave and Pete, and they would end up putting it up there.
Nice.
And then they're like, "Why don't you just post?" And I'm like, "Because I don't want to post, and then feel like a dick if you guys delete it." No. But I never actually post, but I do provide material, and a lot of I actually appreciate Dave right now and Pete, because a lot of times I'll put something on my own page, then I'll see it on there a couple minutes later on the actual main page and so on, or I'll send stuff directly to them over Messenger and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
are you saying your personal page, or do you have a page?
My personal page.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
have
something I don't know.
Yeah, Dave's like, do you have a meme page I don't know about?
I actually still have a Leaky Hinders Facebook page. And Hinders is Hineders, like nice. Hinders. Because I realized the other way it said Hinders. So
that's why I couldn't find it.
Good. Yep. Yes. Smart. That's smart.
So, I was like, oh, Leaky Hinders. No.
Hinders.
I can't think of anybody better to give that opportunity to,
to just and on the ball. Yeah.
to feel confident and comfortable leaving him with that. I mean, Mike, you are a funny man. You are funny. Yeah. You're on your toes.
Yeah, you're quick.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Listen, if I do lose my job, I may start my stand-up career earlier than I expected.
Do it.
There goes the dog.
I was going to wait till the girls were done with school, but I'm like, you know what? I've already written some routines. Let's make this happen.
Oh, my gosh. Do it. Oh, my gosh.
Be fun.
Thanks, Derek. I had to put the hair back because I was eating those nasty jelly beans. Spitting into the...
Let's do another Russian roulette. We haven't done one of these blue ones.
Vacuum. Come on over, kid behind me. This is the future of women's basketball right here.
Hi.
This is my daughter. She has an Oreo in her mouth, so.
Oh, nice.
Toothpaste.
Oh, you ate the toothpaste one? Oh, anyone can eat the blue one, Dave. The blue ones are easy. That's a gimme.
All right, pick me a color.
Dave wants me to pick him. What?
He said do the brown one.
Do the brown one?
He's a pro with these.
There is a brownish one. What are those?
Okay, so I did the chocolate pudding or canned dog food, and it was canned dog food. Not excited. There's rotten egg. I had that booger. Dave had that one. Dead fish. I actually got the dead fish.
What's taxation?
Theft. Yay! Oh, I was looking down. I was like, why is he asking me that? So I think like spoiled milk. If anyone's gonna do the spoiled milk one, I feel like it should be you, Dave, because you can handle that.
So it's a white one?
It's a white one. He's gonna get the fucking coconut. Sorry for swearing. He's gonna get the coconut because he's got all the luck.
Solid white.
Solid white. Yep.
Ain't coconut.
Do you want to spit it out?
And hey, you guys want to see a cameo from the man that made this all happen?
Yes.
Hey,
Dad.
Wait,
what?
Dad, come here for a minute. This is the man, the myth, the legend.
Well, I'm eating
Don
spoiled
Harwood.
milk right now.
Ew, you're not kissing me. Ugh, get away. I feel like I can smell it. Yucky.
Say hi.
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 That's my dad right there. He's a good dude. He still has hair.
Wow.
That's so great. It's nice to meet you. Mike loves you. He's always said wonderful things about you. Yeah. that's exciting to
Good.
get to see him.
Oh, good.
Aw.
All right. Good times.
I'm gonna
But
see my
yeah,
parents
yeah, he's
tomorrow for the first time in a
you
month.
see yours tomorrow. That's all.
Yeah, now
Awesome.
I haven't
This-
out of just because they're like high risk and I'm nervous and whatever. I don't know what to do.
But we've gotten to the point where it's like it's probably safer to see him on round 1 until before they open up the economy and we're back on round 2.
Yeah, I don't know. It just scares me. I don't. But
I'm fearless now. Like, okay.
Well, not for me, for them. I don't
What is
want.
this one?
Oh, with that. Okay. Oh, Dave's just. Ew! You ate the spoiled milk.
I think so.
Let me smell your breath. Hold on. Let me smell it. Don't breathe
No,
on me.
not with your nose.
I know, but don't
Don't breathe on me and let me plug my nose,
No,
but let me smell your breath.
Let me smell your breath, but don't you breathe on me. Let me inhale on my own. Okay? No, just go ah.
Ah.
Ugh,
So what is this one?
It smells like.
Is this
It
peach
smells
or
like
barf?
rotten milk. Yucky, yucky, yuck. Gross.
I think this is peach or barf.
That guy over there is 81 years young.
That's wonderful. Oh, that's so awesome.
That's barf.
Yeah, dude, he's a character in my book too.
Is he really? Is he?
Oh.
Do you want to spit it out?
Oh, it's still sugar.
Oh, please, somebody quote that. Will somebody please quote that?
I'm not on my phone right now.
Oh, so
I'd be
do
happy.
you like? What's your dad? What are his thoughts on this whole thing?
He's very like-minded to me with this. He's in fact I think it's made him even more libertarian. But no, he's awesome. Like so my dad's 81, so he's in the risk group, but he's in better shape than me. He's in better shape than honestly, if you saw the guy, you think he's about 60.
That's great.
But he's like, this is stupid. Like, this is ridiculous. Just let me go to the store, get my stuff. I don't want to wear your stupid mask, but I will just so I can go in the store. And, he's like, this is ridiculous. He agrees to the same point that I do. He's like, this doesn't add up. It's stupid. You can't stand Andrew Cuomo. He won't even, he's like me. He doesn't even watch the press conference anymore because they come on. He's like, this is stupid. And the funny thing is, he's actually like, he's always been a big Fox News guy. And during this time, like when Trump comes on now during this stuff, he's like, oh, shut up. And just like turns it off.
Oh,
So
nice.
He's been, we've actually been watching on PS4. We're big Mets fans. And so we've been watching the Mets season on PS4 with broadcast mode with CPU versus CPU, watching the Mets season like we're watching games. So it's been fun watching that with them, and we've been watching the Michael Jordan documentary together.
Yep.
And we've been watching old Syracuse win the national championship, and it's been a good time. So
That's great.
I mean, it sucks, and I can tell that he's like me, where it's driving him nuts being here all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's same time it's been cool because we've had more time to bond. So
Yes. Yep. Dave says, anyone else notice that a lot of older folks just don't give a damn about all of this? And I just said that last night. I think I was talking to Dave, and I was like, who wouldn't give a shit about this? My granny. She'd have been out there like, no. And with the mask and stuff. And then we'd have probably all been telling her, wear a mask. She had, breathing issues. But she'd have just been like, I'm going to go do my thing because this is what you do when you're a human. You go out. You don't stay at home.
What's been fun too is so I'm like the only kid that still lives in the area. Like I live just up the road from my dad. It's all my siblings call every day, right? Except for one, because he's working such crazy hours that he can't always call. But I have 4 blood siblings and one that we adopted the same age as me. He's one of my good friends that moved in with us when I was in high school. And so everybody calls, but of the 4 original, there's my brother and I are both very libertarian, but we have very different styles in how we present our libertarianism.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more diplomatic, and he's more like, you know what, screw you. My one sister is incredibly liberal. Love her to pieces, incredibly liberal. The other sister is, I'm not sure what she thinks she is, but she's very much a statist. I think she's Republican.
Oh,
He's very much
they always
status.
think they're freedom
And it's
minded.
funny because they'll all call, and I get to hang out here with my dad, and I'll see him after all three have called that day, and it's so funny with the different perspectives from all four of us talking to him, and it's just hilarious because he's like some of the stuff that comes out, he's like, you know what, I can't believe that they think this, and it's really
Yep.
fun to get that whole perspective of all of it. So it's definitely kind of a cool thing, but you can definitely see that he's very much like me. Like, I'm over this crap, man. Let's go.
Hmm.
I've had enough of this, and I know he has too. And we just want to get up on the St. Lawrence. We just want to get out, watch a basketball game, go to some baseball games, you know, go see our peeps. My dad's very social. He was transportation supervisor in our school district for years. He was the Parks and Recreation commissioner in my town, had most of our parks built.
Nice.
My mom was a teacher in the district, very popular in the district. So it's like we're used to a big social life, and just being home is wearing on both of us. So
Sure. Yep.
um, we're constantly trying to find ways to make sure that we're keeping our spirits up.
Exactly. Yeah, because it can get to you, and
Yeah.
I feel that too. Hi, Sherry. I love Sherry.
David.
And David Lent's here too. David knows the pain
those are
of living in New
friends.
York. He knows. He feels the pain.
David. We love David.
I'm not really like out. Like, I'm not in, like, let's go out all
But we see our
the
friends
time.
every once in a while.
But we would go out. We would go hang out at our friends'
Mm-hmm.
houses, different various places, have dinner, nights, a couple date nights, This has just been where this is even too much for me.
We watched a drive-by baby shower tonight.
A drive-by
today.
baby shower at the corner.
Like, I'm down here and I'm hearing like sirens and like horns and stuff.
and I'm
then
thinking,
we
I'm
go
going to look
upstairs,
out and see a fire.
and you look at the house around the corner, you could see it, and they had like a thing across
is
like
my
this baby is due in November, and people are driving by and I think throwing something at them. I don't know if it was like diapers or what they're throwing.
I don't know.
Like they're it's so weird.
Giving them
Is that part
gifts
of my
and,
birthday?
yeah. I don't know. It was
Is that
just,
part
it
of
was,
Diaper scheme? Is
what's that?
that part of my book, a diaper?
It's just it's a weird the kids kept saying, why am I hearing these sirens? And I'm looking out the back window thinking that's where it's coming from, and I'm not seeing a fire, and I'm like, oh, I hear horns honking, and I'm like, it's
So-
a drive-by birthday party or something,
So speaking of birthday parties, my dad got about 100 birthday cards when we put the thing up on Facebook.
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome. I'm so bad at mailing things.
it-
I'm sorry.
There were quite a few even from our little community here, which were
Mhm.
awesome, and it was great. In fact, I can't remember everybody's right off the top of my head right now because I've had a few of these vodkas and
Yeah.
so, but I know
The
Brian
Corona
Duffy sent one that
vodka.
was awesome. Brian McDuffie sent us one, which was pretty awesome sauce. And Brian Coyne actually, we saw it. I was here when it happened. They drove by and put this awesome sign that the kids made for his birthday in the mailbox.
Aw.
So it was.
He's
I
a
watched
good
it
guy.
drive by. So,
I gotta figure out how to open
it was
Facebook
really-
here so I can respond.
I really appreciate the way people have come through to help people out in that way. And actually, like today, when they announced that our school was done for the year, our community started to adopt a senior Facebook page, and the parents of seniors are putting their pictures of their kids up with the things that they like, a little bit about them, where they're going to school and the things they like. And
Yeah.
people in the community are sponsoring them and sending them little things of encouragement, little gifts, and so on that have to do with it. So I've actually got a pretty big connection to the senior class this year, so I might sponsor 2 or 3 myself.
That is such a
but
great
it's,
idea. Yeah, because they're missing
really
out
cool.
on the senior part of.
Oh yeah.
I didn't enjoy high school.
People are missing
I
out
don't.
on
I
life.
would not want to go back. But my senior year, yeah, that was. You look forward to all of those moments, and it's sad. It's really
Yep.
sad.
It's
People
been
are
really
missing
it's
out.
been really cool. I don't know about everywhere, but I know my community. It's been amazing watching people step up to the plate for people, kids, adults, everybody.
Yep.
Anybody with craft going on. We've all been uplifting each other.
Sorry if there
And-
was feedback there for a second. No,
I mean, even you know, even though I get called, you know, a piece of crap that wants people to die if I, you know, show data that maybe that this is a little overblown.
Mhm.
I do have my community coming together, so
Yes,
I'm cool
yep.
with that.
And while the government is overreaching in this fashion,
Oh, it's
you know,
almost like they're competing
um,
about how far they can go.
yeah, showing people the love and care, you know, that they need, because they're forced out of work. They're forced out of being able to provide for their families, and you know, it's something that you can understand because we talked about that earlier. You know, with your job and what you would be doing over the summer to have an income. So let's talk about your book again, because we got a few new folks in here, and I want to make sure that people know about the book that you wrote. And it sounds wonderful. I mean, from what you, the description, from what you read, how you talk about the
I gotta
storyline.
do something real quick.
Dave's gonna do a thing, so.
Thing? Awesome.
It's sunny.
Yeah.
Tell us again.
So,
Let's come back to the book real quick.
so I've written a book called The Leaky Hinders. It's currently, and actually the subtitle is A Bootlegger's Quest to Wipe Out the Competition. But it's for those that missed it earlier, it's a crime family, which the crimes are kind of funny. Rising to power, dystopian future, 5-6 years in the future, after a second wave of coronavirus. I'm reading these comments and dying while I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Trying to think here. It's and this family rises to power off the crime of bootleg toilet paper, and it's post coronavirus and democratic socialist president and economic depression. So it's fun, crime family. It's lighthearted. I think you can figure out what it's a spoof on if you know the title. If you're good at certain picking up on certain sounds and schemes with words. I'm also not saying anything exactly because I don't want to be sued.
Right.
So anything like that might be similar is purely coincidental.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of our philosophy throughout the book as well. And there's also a lot of humor, some fun adventures, and there's also a bit of well, there's definitely a lot of action, that is for sure. It starts out with a lot of action as well. So there's also a few little tidbits in there that people that are fans of Liberty Late Night and Liberty Memes will definitely appreciate. So
I'm excited.
well, yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. It will be, like I said, right now it's only ebook. In about 2 weeks, it will be available on paperback on there as well. And then I'm going to be putting my kids' books, kids' chapter books back on there as well, with second editions, so that because I can't go from place to place selling like I normally do around this time of year and selling to stores to resell, I'm just going to have it on Amazon. So anybody who wants a paperback copy can have it sent to them. They'll print it up on the spot and send it to you. So
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it won't let me send my own links.
You can't
it's so
send
weird.
your own link.
Yeah.
Dave's trying to
restream. I can do it on Facebook.
He's trying to send the link over. Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna do what you guys do, which isn't very. I don't know how you guys do what you do. Like I'm watching the stream on my Chromebook, and talking on my phone.
Yeah.
I got new monitors this week.
Yes.
We've upgraded the show.
It looks nice.
Yeah, you guys have it. I do like my backdrop. It's my dad's refrigerator.
It's beautiful.
Got a lot of character there.
It's not bad. I went up here because it's the lighting is way better. I've noticed at night than it's mine for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's I'm actually getting text about my book right now from some coworkers that are good friends of mine. It's actually my. Yeah, it's good times. It's good times.
That's so great.
But
Jackson,
Jackson,
we're in the
my
bunker.
backdrop really does. You want to see what's in there? We made dirt cake. I think it's in the fridge.
Oh, that sounds good.
Go check it out.
You ever make dirt cake?
I've made
not
singular
keto,
cups.
right?
You know, like for
Not.
Not a whole cake, but I've made it for preschool as like a snack on the first day of spring kind of thing, you know, like when I sent my first kid to preschool. And I was trying to be that mom, and I was like ripping my hair out, and I was just like, this isn't even worth it.
Sherry,
Yeah.
I saw this comment, Sherry. I can definitely do that about my butt licking, but
Yep.
do you want this one too, or just that one?
He's got a couple butt legging books.
Like, grab a beer. Yeah, go on. Sherry and Derek have a new show coming up. One of them's got to drop it in the comments here about when it's happening.
Yeah, what's the
because
deets?
we've been seeing Sherry going live on Saturday nights around 10. I feel like it might be 10 Eastern anyway for me is when I see it. But it's a hoot. You would get a ton of quotes.
I've actually seen it. Well, I'm slightly intoxicated and half falling asleep.
That's when I have to like log off. I'm like, I shouldn't be on the internet anymore.
Yeah, the other night I was just like, I have to turn I can't even say goodbye. I have to go like turn it off.
Like, wow, man. Yeah. Yep. And like Derek said the other day, he fell asleep watching Sherry. But yeah. So also a quick disclaimer: if you do get the book right now, there was a snafu with Amazon, so probably within 24 hours it'll be fixed. But you do run the risk of getting the second to last edited version instead of the full version because of an error on Amazon and Kindle's part. If you buy it in the next 24 hours, but after that it should be good. If you did get it and you're deeply offended by the issues with it, I will definitely send you an autographed paperback copy when they come out. So,
now what's going to happen when I order a paperback to have? Are you able to autograph that?
What's that?
Will you be able to autograph mine? Because I'm going to order one. Will you?
And then you come here.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
I will definitely be able to. And like I said, even if they tell me I can't go anywhere, I'm giving it 3 weeks before. I'm just saying, screw you. I'm going wherever I want anyway.
Yeah. I had a little freak out last night. I saw a friend of mine is pregnant and.
Wasn't me.
No.
I'm going to say that on live.
She's showing her belly, you know, and stuff, and I haven't been able to touch her belly. And I had a little moment of just like, I'm going to lose it if I have to stay in here any longer, you know, kind of thing. So she and I are going to meet up and hang out. But yeah, last night I was just like losing it, you know, like I was just like, I don't want to be stuck here anymore. I have not hugged a person outside of this house since March 13th.
And I'm all hugged out. I can't handle it anymore.
And because Dave's not working right now, it's not like
I'm used to not hugging people at work. So,
I know,
so
like,
I'm getting way more hugs.
You'd go to work, I'd give you a hug, you'd come home, I'd hug you, you know, and it's just like, I feel like we're just kind of surviving right now, you know, and I'm not getting as many hugs, so it's killing me.
That's what I do in public when people get mad if I'm too close to them. If they say anything to me, I'm just like, let's hug it out, y'all. Like,
yeah.
Yes. Oh, right. I love
out.
hugs. I want to touch the chick's belly. I do. Oh my gosh, she has a beautiful baby bump, and I want to feel that baby moving. Oh man, I'm so sad. But we're gonna see each other this weekend, so it's gonna be fine.
It's so weird right now. So right now, my face is over Dave's face, like perfectly on my phone.
Oh,
so it's like his body, my head. There he is. Hey, buddy. But it just looked kind of weird because there's like his little body in my fat head with my terrible.
If you can screenshot that.
I'm like, and then I see myself over here on delay. That's off to my right. Obviously, you guys don't have ADD because I don't know how you would do this all show long. Like, it's
with the delay.
Wow.
Yeah. No,
I
have to.
We're
not
watching
look over
live.
There.
There's the delay over there, but I
don't
see
look
her
at
here.
it. Yeah. Oh, Sonny, I hope I can hug you someday if you'll let me hug you.
You just have to keep in mind there's a 90-second delay for Facebook, and it's like you got to remember what you're doing a minute ago.
Yep.
To respond to the comments.
Absolutely. There I am again, Dave's body. So.
John Jay says that he is not a touchy-feely person, and Joel says that he misses hugging people. I'm a hugger. Yeah, I'm a hugger, so this is really hard for me.
See, I still go out to the grocery stores because I'm the hunter gatherer.
He's the guy that goes out. To
so
do
I'm out hugging people anyway, so it hasn't really changed anything for me.
I'm honestly nervous to go to the store because I haven't been there since all of this started, and the only reason is because I already get like a weird social anxiety about like being at the grocery store. I like keep my head down, don't talk to anybody.
It's already terrible.
Yeah, it's already, I hate it. Target, Wegmans, I'll walk around those places for hours. I'm fine. But the one that's closest to us, but I don't know like the rules. I'm afraid I'm going to get yelled at by a Karen and start crying or freak out. One or the other. I'll either bust into tears or start slapping someone.
Brian, I think the delay is better tonight, Brian.
Because I'm not following the arrows or standing where I'm supposed to stand.
The delay's way shorter than 90 seconds right now. Like it's way shorter.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
pretty
I was
quick. No, yeah, I saw that one come up
Me
quick.
too, Sherry. We're gonna hug forever.
Well, yeah,
Sherry hugs
Sherry, I
until the
thought you
other
were
person.
Mary when she said something that could have been mean two things earlier.
Sherry, you got to pick up the slack here.
Oh yeah, because
Mike's
usually
not in the chat.
It's between Mike and Sherry that are quoting us.
Yeah, the first day I went to a grocery store and had to wear a mask, like I went out and I'm like, I'm gonna take my mask just in case. I think because I had to go to the beer distributor, and I was like, I knew that it's a small building, and with what I've been following from the memes and the stuff people have been tagging me in for the local area, you had to wear a mask in small enclosures. Mm-hmm. And then I went to the grocery store, and I read the sign on the door, and it said you can't come in without a mask. And I was fucking enraged. But I wasn't as raged as the lady who went in before me, but she got all political about it. She was like talking about certain candidates and stuff like that, and I'm like, I just went back to my car and got my mask and went back in. But I was still mad. Like
you came home, you were mad.
I had to sit in my car for like 20 minutes, like to decompress from having to wear a mask in a grocery store. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of like.
Well, that's why I got my mask.
and I found my center by saying the grocery store also charges me tax. They don't want to do that, but they do that because the government makes them do that. So the grocery store doesn't want to make me wear a mask. They just make me do that because the government's making. So I knew where to direct my rage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
It kind of helped a little.
I'll tell you what.
Wear a shirt and a mask.
I actually did not go to a store for about 4 days while I was waiting for my mask to come in, because I wasn't going to go in with a full crap one. And when I got the no Andrew Cuomo mask, I was like, now I'm like, I'm going to the store every day, dude. And people love it. Like, they're like, yo, I love it. I'm like, thank you. I get dirty looks from some people. I'm like, oh, you're a state. Cool. Actually, I got to. This is so weird. How do you guys reply to everybody on all these different things while you're doing a show? Like,
it's right there in front of us.
It's tricky, yeah.
Quirt was supposed to tell us when he leaves because I got another button for him.
Oh, what?
So okay. if you're still here, let me know when you're gonna go.
I like Quirt's got like the coolest name ever.
Right.
And I would actually love it if his real name was like Steven Quirt, so it was S Quirt on all of his masks.
Oh. That'd be beautiful. It would be. Let's have another baby so we can name our baby Stephen Quirt. I'm kidding because I don't want to have another baby.
S Quirt. That's awesome.
He's still here. He's still here.
Is he still here?
He is. He just said I'm still here. Yeah.
Okay. You have to tell me when you're going to bed.
Dude, Bo Wright's here. By the way, can I tell you how much exponentially better the internet is now that Bo Wright is back?
Yeah.
Right.
It's got a harder edge on it.
Yep.
I'm the anti-McAfee here. Who would name their kid Bo? Obviously, Bo Wright's parents.
How do you feel about the name Bo?
I beat Sean to the punch.
Oh, and he's taping on the QWERTY.
The show opens up with Sean claiming I'm not real. I mean,
right?
You missed that. Sean didn't see that.
He didn't get a chance
I opened the show with Sean Hatchie.
It does sound Spanish. Yes.
That was absolutely amazing.
And he was working or getting
with
off of work.
With a WWE call out monologue.
It was very,
All
very.
good pictures of WWE, well, WWF or WCW actually was my go-to. One of my two nicknames in high school was Hollywood for Hollywood Hogan. I was Hollywood Harwood. I was the European champion in our local wrestling league, which was all our basketball teammates. But I actually went as Hollywood Hogan one year when he was NWO. To
Oh,
the
my
Halloween
evil-
dance, I dressed as him and got a standing ovation in my school because I showed up as Hollywood. The actually his under my bandana, I had his blonde mullet, and it was made out of a hula skirt, like that I sewed
Oh my
into
gosh, that's why you're
Yeah.
awesome. I
It
feel
was
like
pretty
you're.
fun.
Resourceful.
I feel like Mike's really out there, like, I mean, you know, living his best life every day. And then Corona came along, but you're still living your best
You know,
life.
it's
But you're
actually my
fun.
plans, but I appreciate it. You guys are awesome yourselves, and it threw a wrench into my normal day, but I am 3-0 in beer pong tournaments over Zoom during this time.
Oh,
Uh,
what?
and
You're
and-
zooming
and-
beer pong. That is so smart.
Yes, my daughter's science teacher actually has been my partner, and we were down 5 cups to 1 the other day and hit five consecutive cups on one turn to win. So the championship. So
Wow.
we adapt, we make things happen, but we're winning. So it's good times.
That's so fun.
Yeah, my kids' Cub Scout group, they're like, we're doing a
Camping.
live stream camp, like all day thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all like you guys like pitch a tent in the backyard and all live stream it?
I don't
That's kinda
know.
cool.
I don't know how, but it's called a camp in.
I don't know if you guys know or not, but I've been a scout leader for years. I'm an Eagle Scout, and I've been a scout leader for years. I just handed my troop over to my assistant in February, so he got to start like a month in. Like, by the way, you're done. So.
I'm so excited though. My dad is an Eagle Scout, and he was a troop leader for years. I know everybody keep the Boy Scout jokes to yourself. I know, not my dad, not my
Make
hashtag,
legal
not my dad.
posts.
Yeah, but it was a big part of my life growing up because he was doing that while my mom was working second shift, and I would have to go like to the meetings with him, and like my aunt was there because her boys were in the troop, and so she would bring a craft for me to do, and so but it was a really wonderful experience for me just to see, and I know the values that they hold or held. I don't know, every troop is different, but
My
it's
daughter's
pretty
been going
amazing.
on Boy Scout camp.
Wait, I didn't know
Year.
errands.
In fact, my younger one's a Cub Scout. My 10-year-old. She loves it. I think she fell asleep actually.
Yeah.
Earlier, but yeah, it's been fun. Actually, when I used to be a district executive for the Boy Scouts. That was my last job before I went back to doing what I do now. And the day I got the job, our former priest, we went to a different parish, is awesome. I was chatting with him, and I told him about my job that I was getting, and I love this guy, right? My priest, like we drink beer, we together, we play basketball, we watch Walking Dead together. So I told him I
that's
got
fun.
this job as a district executive for the Boy Scouts, and he looks at me and goes, "Did you get that because you like little boys?"
Oh.
And I almost peed myself, and my jaw dropped, and he goes, "Dude, come on, think about what I do. I get that all the time." I was like,
right.
"Oh my God." That was the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, that day last summer when I messaged you guys when I was at a retreat like 20 minutes
Yeah.
from your house,
Yeah.
I was there with him. Yeah. It was
Oh
awesome.
my.
I was like, dude.
That's so funny.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the funny is the joke part of it.
But I mean, when he said it, I was just like, what?
Yeah. Not knowing how to respond. Yeah.
I had
Oh, that's
no idea what
awesome.
to say.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, okay.
How
I'm
dare
like,
you?
and this is why I go every Sunday.
Oh my. I have to pee, so what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
We're gonna shut it all
Well,
down.
and
Hold on,
about
just let me go pee real quick, real fast.
No, I'm super hammered. I can't
Okay.
carry a conversation.
All right. I have to pee. Sorry.
I'll tell you what, I will stay on until Mary gets back, and then I gotta get these little girls back up to their house and sleep
Okay.
in their beds. So you go ahead and use the sink, and I'll talk to Dave with my face over his face, which is really weird.
Okay.
There you
But I
Here,
can't.
Dave, you can sit in my chair if you want to. Let me just move the. David's gonna be so excited to see that I spit out jelly beans.
I'll just eat jelly beans till we come back.
Gross.
Hey, Finley, can you still hear me? Oh, earmuffs. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to tell this story now. I had a great Boy Scout camp story, but I can't tell it with my daughter here. So,
That sounds terrible.
After we sign off, maybe I'll when I get back to my house, I'll put it in the comments so you guys can see it. It was good times. Why did I just pour another laugh?
Story of my life.
Actually, I'm proud of it. By the way, I wrote 3 chapters of the book when I was hammered. So, those are the funniest ones. Yeah. Dude, are both your chairs that matching white right there?
Yeah, we got them at the same time.
Too? Nice. I love it.
They were cheaper than the black ones. We were really afraid to get the white ones because we're gonna ruin them.
I'm not sure where you're going with this, but
yeah, you know, because like I never owned white sneakers in my life because I'm gonna get them dirty.
So there was a brief period of my life when I was newly married, 3 years in with 2 kids of my own and two stepkids, and there was about a year that I had some white New Balances, and then when I realized everybody started buying New Balances that was in that same situation,
Yeah,
I stopped buying them. I was like, no, I can't
you
do
didn't want
this
to be
anymore.
the stereotypical dad.
Yep, I was like, these are actually a thing now, and I cannot do this. So, I actually only got them because with all the surgeries I've had on my foot and ankle, it actually it felt good to me. Like they actually fit right. So, so it was tough to actually give that one away. I had a year of actually feeling right in my shoes.
As Sherry said, a brief period.
Yeah, where I felt right in my shoes. I'm sure that can't be taken more than one way.
Mary's back already. That was quick.
Was it? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I didn't even hear the sink.
You're drunk. Yeah.
And we still have to do birthday stuff.
I know. We have to do birthday stuff because our 6-year-old is going to be 7 in 15 minutes.
The hell is that?
That is Rise vodka for my friend's distillery.
That is a fancy bottle.
All right.
I drink too much to drink fancy stuff. Expensive stuff.
And wait. We also have Inferno 101, which is like a cinnamon whiskey, but 101 proof.
Yeah.
From my friend's distillery. These are the guys. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if it made national news or not, but there was a drink called Cuse Juice.
That sounds familiar.
Which my friends made that one as well from the same distillery. Syracuse University kept frivolously suing them for the trademark for Cuse Juice, even though they clearly had it like 4 years in advance. But Syracuse knew that they could bleed them to death by just suing them constantly until they ran out of money. So they had to give up their Cuse Juice, which sucked because they're big supporters of Syracuse athletics like I am.
Yeah.
And the athletic department was pissed because they love their product and they love the people. So all these Syracuse players and coaches showed up to this big event they had the last day of Cuse Juice. They autographed a bunch of stuff and did an auction for it for the food pantry, and they raised like tens of thousands of dollars for the local food pantry from it. And now they make one called Excuse, which is very similar to the band. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So I drink these guys as much as I can. They're good people. Um, actually, the owner's wife's a good friend of mine, and we went to Bare Naked Ladies and Hootie and the Blowfish concert this summer, along with a couple of our friends. While he was overseas selling the product, and that came out wrong. Um, but we had a blast. So they're good people. So I buy local. I go to them. Even this pandemic, I'm driving to their place. Actually, is this really a pandemic? I don't know if this even qualifies. But anyways, I've been enjoying them frequently over this last month and a half. So
That's awesome.
This show is brought to you by Lock One Distillery in Phoenix, New York.
Woo!
By a lot of different liquors.
Yeah. We'll have to visit there. You tour breweries and stuff. I mean, when you go places, right? Yeah, that's.
I do.
I've not really done that.
Little A3 trivia. My 3 favorite breweries in the world. For beer, my 2 favorite for beer are Treehouse and Foam. Treehouse in Massachusetts, Foam in Vermont. And my favorite one, just to go to because of my college days, is Saranac FX Mats in Utica. So those are my 3 go-to.
We'll have to check out some more when we're allowed out. I never.
Hey, Ray's here!
I just saw him.
Oh my!
Good times.
I'm sorry, I have your e-cig here, so that's fun though. That's fun. We've only toured one. I forgot it was on your birthday.
Yeah, Lavery. And he was drunk too.
We were all drunk.
It was St. Patrick's Day, so the brewer's drunk. We're drunk. He's like, "Come on, ladies, let me show you the brewery." He's got the little
and he's like, "You can climb up on this ladder and look in," and I'm like, "I don't know, man. I'm kind of nervous."
Kurt says rather be fed to Kim Jong-un's dogs than go to that concert. Listen, I went to that concert to hang out with my homies. Okay, like I actually don't even remember most of the music. And honestly, I thought Bare Naked Ladies was something completely different. I brought way too many ones with me. But okay. I'm actually a jam band kind of guy. Jam band and indie music are my go-to. I love all kinds of music, but those are my peeps. Dispatch is one of my favorite bands ever.
Mary's been way into Sublime lately.
Oh, Sublime is my my summer band. You know, like I anytime I hear it, I just feel it's summer, and in the summer, I feel like I need to play them. And I just and who else is Deadheads? Is it
Grateful Dead?
No.
Fish.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. It's they sound like Sublime.
Nappy.
No. Something heads? Head.
Something heads.
Head something
Dirty
or something.
Heads.
Dirty Heads! Oh my gosh, it's Dirty Heads!
And
I love
them.
them.
I love some Dirty Heads.
Yes,
I do.
I also love Dirty Heads.
I love Dirty Heads. Quote me on that.
Yeah.
No.
No, they're great. Are you a Sublime fan?
Who isn't? Who isn't?
Absolutely. There are people that are. But now, what are your thoughts on Sublime with Rome? I mean, I know that it's been around for a while, but what are your thoughts?
They're fun. I like them. I mean, it's obviously not Sublime, but it's good times. You know.
Yeah.
It's like Star. You know, it's like listening to Grateful Dead with a certain singer that I never actually thought would be their singer. It's still fun, you know. It's good times. It's good times. So,
and that's
but it's not the same thing,
right? And if you try to think it's gonna be the same thing,
it ruins.
It can't be. Yeah, you have to accept it for what it is now, and it's still really, really good. I like it. Yeah. Cool.
Actually, so I'll give you one. Oh, I can't do that story either. Daughter's here. Finley, you away? Oh, never mind. I can't do that one either. I was gonna tell you. I'm going to tell you a story about the night I met the guys from Fish, and had chicken nuggets with them at 2:30 in the morning. But I'm not going to say that one here with Finn right here. So
yeah.
Oh, there's a controversial one.
Respect for it.
How do you feel about Dave Matthews Band?
You know, I've seen Dave quite a few, not like 48 times like most people have. I've seen him like 4 or 5 times. I like Dave. I mean, I'm not like a huge like I love Dave, everything Dave. He's
Yeah.
okay. I enjoy him. If I'm in the mood
Yeah.
for him, I really enjoy listening to him. I actually worked security for one of the shows with Dadman and Peter one time.
What?
Wait, what?
Out in
Wait, hold on.
Albany.
Reverse.
You gotta go back. Rewind.
So we worked security for the bus that was busing people back and forth from the campground next to SPAC to the Dave concert.
Wait,
And
David and Peter were running security with you.
with me and a few other peeps. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time in my life. We would drink Heady Toppers those nights. It was awesome.
I gotta try
But-
that. I gotta
That's
try
Peter's
that.
go-to.
Yeah.
By the way, the Alchemist,
Dadman's
is
go-to,
number 4.
yeah.
Is Alchemist is definitely in my top 5 of breweries as well. I love Alchemist. I love Sean, really, I love that comment. Thank you. But
That
John,
Dave
me
Matthews,
too.
he probably pulled so much ass.
the
betcha.
first time I heard Dave live was at Woodstock
Nice.
'99, and he was so obliterated that the show sucked. I was like,
oh, no.
dude, I don't even know what you're saying right now. Like, stupid. And then the 4 concerts after that, like, gave him a second chance and live, and it was actually really good. So the shows
Yeah.
after that are fun. And this sounds kind of weird, but I dated a girl all through college. She dumped me with a post note on my door after 3 years,
Yeah.
and so we called her the post note number. She did call me like 2 months later, crying, said she missed us, and I was like, "Hey, I'm busy. Can you put it in writing?" But weird, like a decade and a half later, we become friends again. You know, she's married, whatever. I had my life, she had hers. We're friends, nothing like that. But her husband, it's really weird, but he like loves me and trusts me, and he should, because I'm not going to ever date someone again that dumped me with a post-it note.
Yeah.
So she's a big Dave fan. So her and I actually go to Dave shows together because he hates Dave. So he wants someone that will like look out for at concerts. And so I go to Dave shows every once in a while.
Wow.
But
Wow.
yeah,
That's like how I want to send Lena to the like scary movies with you. Like you want to go see horror movies, and I'm like not into them, and I'm just like, okay, like go. I mean, not exactly, because there was no like relationship there before. But I'm just like, please go see scary movies with Dave, because I hate watching horror movies. I hate being scared, and I'm just like, go, you guys go on a date and watch a scary movie, because I'm gonna watch Grey's Anatomy. Like,
yo,
yeah, I don't like to be scared. I don't like it, and my middle kid has taken to loving scaring me because my reaction. And I actually told Dave, I'm like, I do fear for my life, because I get genuinely scared, and I'm afraid someday I'm gonna have a heart attack. Like when he jumps out at me, like. And so I sat down with him the other day, and I said, like, Mommy gets a really yucky feeling inside when you do this, and he's like, oh, because I always just be like, ah! I'm like, ugh, I hate being scared. Stop doing that. But I was like, I sat down with him and told him, and he's like, okay, I'll stop. So now he just like comes around. He's like, rah, did I scare you? And I'm like, oh yeah, you scared me.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh gosh, he's gonna be seven.
That's crazy, right? It goes fast. I'm telling you, man.
It does. Yeah.
I know you're sitting out here right now who's really annoyed because we're not back at our house yet. But I tell you what,
them.
as far as today, I have the 2 most amazing daughters on the planet.
Yes.
Never asked for anything better than those 2. So, it's
and
awesome
you're a
sauce.
good dad. You're a super good dad.
Jackson's trying to scare.
Try to be.
Yeah.
I try to teach them right, anyways. Yeah, it's good time. It's good time. These comments are killing me, by the way.
Are they?
That's what the show's all about.
Yeah, it's like trying to interview somebody and reading the comments at the same time, and I'm just like, I can't even do it. I can't. I have to look away.
It's always my goal to get you guys to laugh or like get thrown off.
And that's why it's so hard. Oh shit.
But there it is.
It's not until it comes out of my mouth that I hear it. Can't say anything around here.
I love it.
Can't. Yeah.
Seriously, you guys are freaking awesome. It's almost midnight, so I definitely need to get out of my dad's house and back to mine with my daughters. Who
Yes.
one's asleep and one's annoying. But you guys are awesome. Really appreciate it. And I listen. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna break quarantine if this stuff keeps up to come see you, but I'm gonna break quarantine to come see you guys. So,
Definitely not going to say that, though.
at this point, I don't have a job until at least September. So I'm appreciate it. You guys are awesome sauce. And
And so are you. And I'm going to buy your book, and you need to sign it. So we have to connect
It will
so
happen.
that you can sign it.
It
yeah,
will happen.
absolutely.
It will happen.
Yep.
But
Thank
you guys
so
are awesome.
much.
Keep up the good fight. I'll jump
too.
back on the comments for the after show. I feel like I gave the pores a pretty good taste of what life's all about here tonight.
You did. You did. It was wonderful.
But I'll definitely see you guys shortly after I get these girls in bed. And you guys are awesome. So I'll talk to you soon.
Love you, Mike. Good night. Good night.
Love you guys too. Peace.
He's so fun. He's so fun. I can't wait to meet him in person. You know, because anytime we've talked with him, he's just a fun person. Yeah, yep. The poor's appreciated, right? So everybody check out, do you have the
I have things.
the link still up there for
Oh, this is his
the Leaky Hinders?
well, this is his whole author page on
Oh, great.
I can't do it.
Okay.
Wait, did it work? No, it didn't work.
Well,
It won't let me spam my own comments.
But it's your comment section. You should be allowed to spam it if you want to.
Did I do it right? So there's it in
I don't know. Yes. Yes, I want everyone to come hang
That's
out.
weird.
Really. Joel, I know. I can't wait to meet you. Oh, man, I'm so bummed that my birthday party was canceled because of Corona. And even, so like tomorrow. In 1 minute.
Holy
Chris is going to be
cow.
7. Holy.
that's
Yikes.
a big pork rind.
Chris is going to be 7. And I said my parents are going to come over, you know. And because they don't give a shit anymore. They want to come see their grandkids. They want to come see me and Dave. They're just like, you know, whatever. And I'm nervous just because they're high risk. You know, I get scared. Like, what if somehow I have it or had it and I give it to them, and you know that would kill me. But they're just like YOLO. You know, they're like this. We can't like live our lives not seeing the kids. So. We're gonna have a little fire pit out back and hang out outside and you know whatever. But Chris was so like, he was so just like nervous, you know. And he's like, "But is it okay because of Corona?" And he's so deep in thought all the time, and I feel just awful that he has this anxiety about it. Yeah. But I told him, I promised him that I would never put him at risk for anything. So he seemed okay after that. But oh, his little feelings, they're so big. They're no, I don't mean to say
No,
like
they're
his
huge.
No, like
He started binge watching Vsauce.
yeah.
Like binge watching, and so he's got so much to say to me and so much to ask me. And if you watch Vsauce, I don't have the answers to that.
Yeah.
Like I
no,
don't
have
I don't
answers
know
to
why the
Vsauce,
universe is the way it is and why black holes do what they do. And
He's like, "Hey, you want to watch this Vsauce? It's about the scariest place on earth, or the deadliest place on earth. Can I hit your?" He's like, and I was like, "What?" Like, I'm not so sure that
well, after heart
we should
surgery.
be, you know, watching that. But you know, heart surgery. What? I had no idea that was going on.
Yeah, we're going
I'm
to sleep
glad that
pretty
things
soon.
are well for you.
We gotta do birthday
Thanks,
stuff.
Squirt. Yeah, we have to do some birthday stuff. So Vsauce is a shit. Yeah. Yep. So I'm gonna share something. I'm gonna share Lena's story, her friend's story, real quick, because I gotta talk to somebody about this because it's fucked up. But our friend, a close friend of ours, messaged us the other day and said that a very close family friend of hers in Ohio answered the door at 6:30 in the morning and was shot in the face and the arm by somebody. Like, just she went to answer the door and just got shot in the fucking face.
4 times.
And the arm, she managed to close the door as he fired off 2 more shots. She locked it. No bleeds. Nobody has anything to say about this. She lives in a pretty decent part of town. You know what I mean? It's not like a fancy pants, but it's not the hood. It's a good part of town, you know? So what is that about? What is that? What does that even mean? Like, I couldn't even process that. And for them to have it be someone so close to them that they love and care about, I can't even imagine. Her husband and their 11-month-old child were home at the time. She was able to get to the hospital on time. They have done surgery. They have to, what is that called? Wire her jaw shut for 8 weeks. So she has to be on a tube and a trach. Is that what you do? Like, and then her shoulder needs to be operated on in the next few days. So if you guys could just keep that family in your prayers. I don't even understand. I can't even. I just can't even. But I had to share it with someone because it's like been on my mind, and I'm like, that's so fucked. What is wrong with people?
But yeah,
Why does that
she's
even
hanging in
happen?
there. She was on the messenger or something before.
Yeah, she was able to.
Shut, so.
Yeah, she was able to like send out a couple. Was she able to send out a couple messages?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she's actually stable after that. Praise God, because but just for them, their family, this unexpected. Oh, I don't even know what to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And then moving forward, how do you live like?
Like normal.
After that, how do you go back to normal? How do you feel safe in your own home after that? Yeah. Yep. So please say a prayer for her husband. Thankfully, her child is young enough to not hopefully remember anything. But also for
And that's why we have this.
the family and friends of hers who are, just praying for her. Yeah, it's wild, man. You can't even. Yeah, random friends like that are the worst. Yep, you just can't foresee them, and it's terrorizing. It is. I cannot even. Yep. I can't even imagine. Thank you for the prayers. I'll let them know because that will mean a lot to them and to Lena. Ugh, yucky. So let's end on a really positive note.
Something else.
That it's spring, and it actually is going to feel like spring tomorrow. It's going to be like 66 degrees.
We're going to have a campfire.
Oh my gosh, we're going to have a fire outside.
Meet the in-laws.
Meet the in-laws. My parents are going to come over and hang out outside.
Meet me for the first time.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. No after party tonight because of Chris's birthday.
We got to do the birthday thing.
We have some things to get together for him, and we want to make sure we make it as great as we can for him. So he's going to get some Robux. He's very excited. That's what he wants is Robux.
Sounds like something Bo
good
would
night,
do.
Jackson. But also, I've been like, I'm a last minute person,
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm just like,
we're a last minute family.
like, what do we do? What's the other thing we're going to get him? So probably something, or like a gift card to Amazon. Then he can order his own package and get it delivered because he's always jealous when David orders a package. But he wants Wendy's for dinner. That's what he wants. So we're going to do that. And he wants a Frosty with a candle in it. And we're going to sing happy birthday to him with because he doesn't like cake. So, yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah, Kokesh is next week. I
fun.
know some people really hate him for certain reasons, but we're just going to talk to him like a person, like we do with everybody else, and do what we do.
Yeah. Oh, with Adam. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Is Bo going to sleep?
chat.
Is Bo going to sleep?
So long, Court.
Quirt.
Bo,
Not
Quirt.
Bo. Quirt. Fuck. I have to do it again.
So long, Court.
Do it again. Dave fucked it up.
I fucked it up.
Dave's had
Story of
many
my
drinks.
life.
He
Holy
said
shit. I got pork rinds all
he's
over
had
me. Good night, Quirt.
4 locos.
So long, Court.
Thanks, Joel. Keith, I
It
feel
could go
like
either way, Joel.
I feel like Keith asking, how do you order your own package is like, I'm hearing like, did you get dropped on your head?
Oh.
How do I get dropped on my
What is
head?
that? Bad Santa?
Bad Santa.
Somebody drop you on your head?
Oh shit, Court's out.
How do you get dropped on your own head? Oh. Damn it.
So I have to say this tonight. I thought, I wonder if our neighbor, because we have that one set of blinds in the kitchen that's broken, you know. So
We have a lot of
and
broken blinds.
we do, and but she's new to the neighborhood, you know. And every like Friday and Tuesday, I'm walking through the kitchen, you know, and I'm like my hair, I'm trying to like get it set up, and I
John
have
Jay
myself
gave
all
us a like.
made up and everything. And today I was like jokingly like thought, in my
Leave a
head,
like if you are depressed.
What if she thinks like, because then I walk through, like, what if she's out there smoking a cigarette and she sees me, you know, and I'm like all dressed up, and like I go into the basement every Friday night, like what?
For your fans only.
OnlyFans. Oh gosh.
That's understandable. Scene.
Scene, yeah. Every child's wildest dreams. No, Jackson, no.
Maybe the 11-year-old.
No.
I swear, it's like he's like the goodest kid.
The goodest boy.
But he runs upstairs like every once in a while, like it's a fucking emergency, with his tablet, and he's like up there for like 20 minutes.
No,
but
no.
I've walked up there, and every time he's watching like
Yeah.
a Nerf gun review.
He just thought of a new Nerf gun he needs to... That too. Who knows? And Dave in the morning when he'd be going to work. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I streak through the kitchen.
He does.
Hopefully they're not up that early.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I ain't judging nobody who's doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are weird times.
Ugh, that's so empty. Yeah, do your thing. Anybody, if that's what you want to do it. I am not going to judge.
Bo
I
got
promise.
tagged. Oh, I didn't see the tags. I accidentally called Quirt Bo.
Don't fix kitchen plaza. Oh, Toby, where are you at, baby? Oh gosh, it's happening.
Yeah, this is when we end the stream.
Toby's gonna make a couch out of my burps. So I have to go upstairs and do some present wrapping and decorating and
make some
fun
Robux
things.
up for the kid.
Yeah, yep. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So maybe we'll go into that quarantine group and live stream a little bit of his little party tomorrow. He'd be really happy to see people. Yeah. Yuck, it's wet. I'm just glad I'm not burping up rotten egg.
Civilized Pennsylvania. This is a raw frontier.
Mm-hmm. I'm just happy that I'm not burping up any of that nasty shit. How come all 3 of the jelly beans I ate were bad?
Yeah, here. Oh yeah, let's do. Okay.
I'm
so
not doing any more right now. Not
grab
any
random
more right
one.
now.
What does that color match? Yellow
That's gonna be the rotten egg.
or
Mm-hmm. Popcorn. Mm-hmm.
Definitely rotten egg.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to spit it out?
Oh,
Ugh.
I ain't a pussy.
Oh, so yeah. Right. I hope he tagged him in that, Sean. What's the one that? I want you to eat the stink bug. Nope, that's the same one.
What color is stink bug?
Let's have Dave. Dave's brave, so let's have Dave eat the stink bug one.
What did I just eat? Rotten egg?
Yeah, you ate rotten egg. Is it so gross? It's a dead
Kitties.
fish, toothpaste, dirty dishwater, barf. I do not want to have the barf one. Stink bug one is like white and brown. It's like white with brown spots. Or it's coconut. It's either toast. Oh, sorry.
Thanks for hanging out, Brian.
Toasted marshmallow or stink bug. So, thanks for hanging out, Brian. Yeah. I want to spit it out. Oh, eat the barf. Gross. I don't know. I'm gonna guess that's gonna be.
That looks very white here. I think that
coconut spoiled milk. Look at it's. No, but look at. I feel like it's one of these. This is definitely probably a toasted marshmallow or a stink bug. Tell me what stink bugs taste like.
Didn't eat more beef too. I kind of like that. Oh, that's got a strong flavor.
What's the minute mark so Juan can see this? What time are we at right now? Someone tell me I can't see it.
Is it what or what?
It is either toasted marshmallow or stink bug.
Definitely not toasted marshmallow. What does it taste like though? It tastes like burnt like a burnt twig.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's probably stink bug.
We are live out in the wide open on Friday nights, and on Tuesday we are in close groups.
Toggling between Liberty Memes Community Group and Liberty Memes Patreon Group.
Yep.
And that determines how stupid we get.
Does it?
Blue is toothpaste.
Toothpaste, yeah, or fruity tutti fruity something.
These don't bother me.
Okay, the barf one, peach. What's the peach looking one?
I'm guessing it's this one right here.
Yeah, that looks peach.
Oh, that's barf.
Oh, that's so gross.
Oh my gosh. Tastes like salmon eggs.
Ew. What? Somebody tell me.
No, that's fishy. What is that? Oh, it's super fishy.
Ew, I can smell it. Oh my gosh, that's so gross. Oh, that's so fucking gross. Ew, ew.
That's got to be dead fish.
That's dead fish. That's dead fish.
Yeah, that's super fishy.
That stinks so
Oh
bad.
my gosh, yeah.
Yuck. Yeah.
That is super fishy. Oh my
It
gosh.
is. It stinks. It fucking stinks.
That's like eating a can of tuna.
Yeah, it smells really,
Tuna beans.
really bad.
Yeah, Derek.
Oh my gosh.
That is so fishy.
Oh my! Hurry! Eat something else. Eat some of your pork rinds. Get that shit
No.
out of your mouth.
Good.
Oh
Gotta be in
gosh.
the moment.
Well, don't bring your moment near me. Nope, not at all. Don't even. Don't even. Nope.
No, you want
Nope.
kisses? You
Get
want
that
kisses?
stank. No, I can smell that.
You want kisses?
Yucky.
The
Get it
kisses.
away from me.
Do you want the kisses?
Get it away. I could. It was
Oh,
like,
that's nasty. Ooh, that's nasty.
Quick, eat a pork rind and then chase it with the.
No, pork rinds don't sound good after that.
No, nothing sounds good after that. Ugh. Quirt, are you serious? Ew, I can seriously smell it from
I
here.
can taste it.
So gross.
It's so weird, like to think of like eating, like I don't want to say salmon because I've never had salmon. It's like tuna fish with sugar on it. No, it's not tuna. It's
Oh
sardines.
my gosh.
It's sardines,
It's
with sugar on it.
sardines. It fucking stinks in here right now.
Sardines are dead
Stop
fish.
talking. Stop talking. Stop opening your mouth. Oh,
That
yucky.
was fun. What else we got?
There's-
Dude, after the hot chip, like
Yeah, that's cool.
eat.
Yeah.
I'll eat whatever.
We're not fish eaters here, so
No,
I
yeah.
need someone
I've
to
made
make...
a lot of salmon at a local restaurant.
Yeah.
but I've never eaten
Everyone's like, wait a second, James. Oh my, his breath smells so bad. It's
Stop it.
raunchy.
Get some help.
It is so bad. Why are you getting closer to me? I mean it, babe. It stinks so bad. Please don't. Yeah. Oh.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Can you like eat a couple pork rinds now that you had whiskey?
I don't know. I'll have another.
No. Let's just put the lid
No,
on.
let
this,
me
'cause-
grab a random. Grab a random. Russian roulette.
All right. Let me see what it is.
It's green.
Booger or pear?
Oh, I like the booger. What's that one?
That's dog food or chocolate pudding.
I haven't had dog food yet.
Who makes... Oh, at Eden Park?
That's dog food, yeah.
Yeah,
Dog food or what?
chocolate pudding.
No, that's chocolate pudding.
You should be able to tell.
Shit. It's not salty at all, so it's got to be chocolate pudding.
Yeah. Oh, yucky, yucky, yuck. Gross, dude. Oh, man, I'm so
Yeah, these
grossed
aren't
out.
scary at all.
They're
when
scary
you're
to me.
when you're laying on the bathroom floor sweating and vomiting,
I know.
it's like suddenly jelly beans aren't so scary.
Well, I'm not the person who did that. I don't like to live on the edge where I'm going to vomit something into my lungs that's going to kill me. You know, like, I'm just going to sniff this beer. Whew. Whew. I want a Sean Hatchie salmon party.
What?
I need someone to cook it right for me or grill it or whatever you do so that I can
No,
try
I want to
it.
try the
Is it
dog
really
food.
fishy, though? Because I'm not into the fish taste.
I think I got another chocolate pudding. Man, David's in for it. I'm eating all the good ones.
Yeah, Davey's going to try this tomorrow.
I'm going to do another one of those brown ones. I want to get the dog food.
Maybe when you move into our time zone court, maybe we can hang out and have salmon. Yay! 'Cause I would really
Make
like
David
that.
eat the brown ones because I think I just had all the chocolate puddings.
No, I'm not going to let him. Then you eat all the brown ones. Eat all the brown
Stop
ones.
it. Get some help.
You want to see me do it again?
Do it again.
Another brown
And
one?
the fish, though, that fish smell is so disgusting.
Oh, that's green.
Oh, Toby, sorry. For anyone, Sherry, I'm sorry if Sherry's still watching. She hates it when I belch. Maybe your taste buds are just fucked.
Yeah, I think they're fucked because everything just tastes sweet.
Yeah, because you don't need sugar anymore at all. So.
Yeah, I'm fucked. I don't know. I couldn't have eaten like 3 brown
I feel like
ones.
let me smell. Let me smell. That's dog food, motherfucker. That's. Oh my gosh. That is dog food,
Really?
Dave? Oh my gosh, that is dog food.
I thought it was chocolate pudding.
Chocolate pudding does not smell like that. Ugh. Oh. So confirmed, Dave has eaten about 4 dog food. Jelly
Didn't know
bellies. Didn't even know. Oh my gosh.
Thanks for the
Thank
follow,
you for the
Jolsey.
follow. Yes. Oh boy. It's so gross. I can smell it. Yeah.
I don't know. They're all pretty good.
Yeah. Can I hit? Oh wait, your e-cig's like empty, babe. You're trying
Yeah,
to
and
burn
probably
your shit.
full of dog food.
Yeah. Gross. Never mind. Let me
All right.
just... Okay.
All right.
So,
right.
all right. So,
All right.
what? All right. I thought it was chocolate pudding.
Could be. I don't even know anymore.
Here, give me the thing so I can have a little bit of whiskey, a shot before we go, and then we're gonna go upstairs and do the things that we do. Oh, you don't need that, right?
Probably
You would,
not.
like-
There's always more. I didn't touch it with my dog food lips.
What about your dead fish lips?
I don't know. I can't remember the last time I drank out of it.
All right, let me have. You didn't bring down water?
I did bring down water.
You did bring down some water. All right, so I'm gonna need. Thanks for hanging out, guys. This was fun. It was a great time chatting with Mike Harwood, author and alleged admin 3 of Liberty Memes. Alleged.
I don't know. He put up a pretty strong case.
Yeah. But it was a good time getting to hear from him and hearing his take on the corona. Everybody go ahead and pop into LLN community or the chat and share your
follow
thoughts
all
and
the
feelings
pages,
on
like all the things.
what's going on.
We got like a couple thousand followers and nobody sees anything except for our closest friends. So if
I
you
guess we
comment
should be
and
grateful
react
it's
to
not
things that we
fish. I
do,
smell
that'd
now
be
it's
great.
dog food. Look, and you're like, what is wrong with you?
Who?
You.
What about me?
You're like,
Yeah, I'm
it's
still
chocolate
I'm
pudding.
still digging it out of my
No,
teeth.
I know. Yeah, like this is chocolate pudding, not chocolate. It
No,
stinks.
I haven't had sugar
I know.
in months. So everything tastes amazing.
It smells so bad down here right now. Like, don't delete the stream, please. I need to see what happened at the beginning. Absolutely, yeah.
You do. I'm not going to delete this.
We're not flashing around some kind of things that we shouldn't be flashing around. That's the only reason that one got deleted. So, oh yeah. Whew.
Yeah.
Thanks, Quirt. I can't believe
Ryan,
you really
Ryan
do
can
this
foresee
with
the
your
future.
family? Give me a shot. Then we're going upstairs to do That's. We got to do the things that we need to do.
Yeah, and there's the after show and the after show that isn't a show.
The after. The
I
late.
don't know.
Late.
Those are the super
Liberty
high
Late Night,
Patreon.
yeah.
What's wrong with you? I don't know. Cow poo has sugar in it. So somehow,
sadly, someday it might come down to that.
somehow people believe that this is like a real show, and like people come on here. So next week, check out Adam Kokesh on Liberty Late Night. Evidently, people don't research. We've had John McAfee had a great time, and his wife, Janice, and Vermin Supreme's been on twice.
But you know why?
And the Tuttle Twins author
Connor Boyack.
Connor
yeah.
Boyack and
But it's not that.
Julie Borowski and
Yeah. Thanks for
Liberty
liking the
Doll and all these other people.
Yeah. I just think that
I just
don't
prey,
know.
I
Every
prey
one
on
of them
busy
is, like,
people.
You prey on busy people.
Who don't have time to research what they're going on to.
But isn't this way more fun than going to a normal interview where it's going to be the same?
Yeah, the same.
Political questions repeatedly.
Oh, they feed cows reject Skittles. Is that how that works?
Oh.
Is Skittles doing that much research and development that they're throwing away flavors and feeding them to cows?
Thanks for the like. Yay.
Thanks, Quirt.
It's weird.
Quirt's good for the likes.
The likes.
He's all over it.
And it's so strange, the algorithm stuff. It is wild.
If you comment on something when you see it from us, it helps a lot.
Yeah,
it's only a second of your time, and I understand there's a lot of pages asking for that second.
They feed cows, reject cows.
No, what they do is they feed the cows chicken poop, and then they feed the chickens cow poop, and then we get a new virus.
Oh, okay. Oh, Court identifies as a cow now.
He wants to reject Skittles.
What are you going to do about that breath, though? That's all I'm saying. Cause
What you gonna do with that breath, girl?
How's that going to work? Like,
I'll brush my teeth if that's what it takes.
yeah. Well, of course you're going to brush your teeth, but I mean, like
Like
you
beyond
gargle
that?
Also, like maybe brush your teeth twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
I just brushed my teeth today.
I know, but brush them twice, like or like scrape your tongue hard, like, you know.
I'll scrape my tongue hard.
I'm really happy though. I have to say, I'm very happy that I'm not smelling the dead fish because that was gross.
Oh,
but
the
this
dog food covers it up.
Smell is like, ugh, yeah. Put some cinnamon whiskey on it. Oh yeah, rub some bacon on it.
I'm ready to dig in again. No, we got to end the show. And David wants to eat some of these, so I can't eat them all. Like, is there too many of one kind? There's a lot of those white ones. What are the white ones?
I don't know, but there's probably not enough of the brown ones, so I'm not going to let him eat the brown ones. Well, of course,
that's
you
a
could have
coconut.
been eating
The coconut or spoiled milk, or is it the
Did you eat the spoiled milk? You didn't eat the spoiled milk, did you?
birthday cake or
You didn't eat the
dirty
socks.
dishwater?
Yeah. Did you eat the spoiled milk though?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Wait, what's the difference between these two? So birthday cake looks like it has more colors in it. Okay, so should I go for dishwater or spoiled milk?
I'd say
I can see the difference.
Can you?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
One has
wait.
speckles, one doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Spoiled milk is solid white.
Do the spoiled milk.
Keto food. All right, so I'm just gonna grab
Mouse.
this solid white one. Could be spoiled milk.
Spoiled milk or
Definitely spoiled milk. Right away. Right away, spoiled milk.
do you want to spit it out?
No, it's good. Oh, I had one of these.
Did you?
I already ate this, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what's the dishwater? All right, let me work through the spoiled milk first.
So gross.
Yeah, that's spoiled milk.
So gross. So gross. Oh my gosh.
You married me.
I did. I love you. It's not you. It's the
Birthday
jelly
cake or
beans.
dishwater? It's like I gotta get rid of this flavor first.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm not
To
drinking
fully
out of that
appreciate.
can or that. Not drinking out of that again, Mary.
All right.
Because spoiled milk is nasty. That's nasty. It's all nasty.
That's birthday cake.
Do you want to try one more? See if you
One
get the dishwater. And who tasted dishwater? Also, I can't smell dirty dishwater because it makes me want to throw up. Like washing the
I
dishes
almost
and
want to
if there's
spit out
like
the birthday cake to move on.
wrong with you. Yeah, Lil D3 wants me to make a video of him doing it, so we'll see.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, thinking about them regular beans, like them baked beans. Give me some good old, even though I don't even know if I could eat right now from the stink that is coming out of this man's mouth. Ugh. I feel like that's even worse than me tasting it.
No, I think they're fucking with us. I think it's the same flavors.
Let me see. I can't tell. It smells like
I think I had 2 birthday cakes.
birthday cake and dog food. I know, Sherry. You know how we roll.
What?
You know how she says. I thought
Yeah.
you were all done.
I'm gonna get this dishwater.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who gets to actually taste the things?
Oh, okay, yeah, wow, yeah. That tastes like soap.
Ew. Oh, I would not be able to handle that. I do not like tasting soap at all. Nope. Anything too florally, like.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, there's the dirty.
Ew. Sherry, I think it was one time Kevin Fleeger said that we have more goodbyes than a Kiss concert.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
All right,
dishwater.
let me
You wanna smell
just
it?
yeah.
Hold on. You gotta work down the birthday cake to
Okay.
get to the dishwater. Oh, I mixed them.
Oh shit.
Well,
Okay. Ew.
yeah,
Ew.
dishwater.
Ew,
Isn't
it
it?
smells like dishwater.
Yeah, isn't it?
Ugh, I hate the smell of dishwater. I hate that. I hate the smell of dishwater. Ugh, like yuck. All those smells.
I'm ready for more
Yeah.
challenges, which I'll get.
Oh boy.
You hit me up with the right one, I'll give you my address.
Oh boy. What's the next challenge for Dave? Not for Mary.
We're watching you.
Not
We got
for
Tupperware
me.
tubs out front.
Because, well, that one needs to go in the garage. That's the Christmas lights with the.
The garage? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that makes
it's
sense.
They're outside. They're outside lighting, you know. But the other stuff is Salvation Army isn't taking donations. I don't know. Like we have so much stuff. Who isn't trying to purge their home right now because they're here and they're just like, get me the fuck out. I'm suffocating and all this extra. Yeah. Yep.
All right. Scenes.
Dave's gonna push a button. Yeah. Wait. What is that, Dave? What's that?
What? Centurion challenge. I don't know. Do I need to be in like one of those like horse-driven things?
Oh yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
are those called?
Yeah.
What are they called?
Yep. Chariot.
Chariot.
Mm-hmm.
Does that involve a chariot?
Trucker ass.
Oh, that's a tough one, Ryan.
Oh, which is the good one? Trucker ass or homeless ass?
I feel like truckers come across showers more often.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
just going to be
yeah.
more liquid.
Shove them into the, I don't know, pit of shame that I do every day.
No, we're collecting our aluminum cans now.
Aluminum cans, yeah, yep.
100 beers, 72 hours on the plane. What is the baseball player's name?
I can't remember.
I know, we know that one. We just started watching that again.
Okay, so this was one that, this is a
tweener. This is like in between like after party and like
Yeah.
a normal interview.
What did Chris say the other day? Would you rather? Okay, so Chris, my 6-year-old, is asking my 10-year-old, would you rather pee poop or poop pee for the rest of your life? Both of them. Pee?
Poop pee. 100%. Yeah.
You'd rather poop pee than pee poop?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, one suppository challenge.
Wade Boggs.
Oh gosh. Oh, Wade Boggs. All right, there we go.
That goes right into lick my nipple and lick my earwax.
Yes.
Which is amazing, but we don't need to go that deep into that one.
Oh, where's Toby? But yeah, they come up with the funniest stuff.
Oh man.
Like just laying in bed sometimes.
We're laying in bed and they're just yelling out in the other room and we're crying.
Like
crying.
laughing so hard.
Especially like when little David gets into his Marge Simpson and Donald Trump impressions interacting with each other.
So he's in the bathroom and he's doing the Trump impression. He's like, "Come here, Marge," and Marge is like, "Why do I need to come here?" Like, it's so funny. Like, did you ever think Donald Trump and Marge Simpson would ever be interacting?
I poop almost every day. Yeah, so that's like 60% normal. But I've never peed poop, and I feel like that'd be horrific. And that'd be like you're in the what's Chris's favorite thing? The stones, the kidney stones territory. Chris is way into kidney stones.
How does he even know about kidney stones?
I don't know. He watches YouTube videos. He's binging on Vsauce.
On Vsauce, yeah. Our 6-year-old. Well, he's
explaining
7 now. He's 7.
He's explaining to me how experiencing a black hole would be.
Yes. Sherry says my kids love that game. Only they go really dark. Would you rather have your eyes chewed out by rats or a paper cut? Oh, in your butt. My kids are still in the like pooping and peeing stage. Yeah. And for some reason, and I don't know why, like Chris is obsessed with like nipples. Yeah. Like he's covering he takes his shirt off and he's like, but just don't look at my nipples.
Which is a big thing in the house now.
Yeah. He's like, don't look at them. I'm going to take my shirt off. I'm going to flex in front of the mirror, but don't look at my nipples. And I'm like, I won't, I promise. So today I got out of the shower. I come into my room and he's sitting there on my bed and I said, I got to kick you out. And he's like, why do you have to kick me out? Is it because of your nipples? And I'm like, yeah, it's because of my nipples. Like, get out. Like, oh, yeah. So, yeah. And he's just like, I understand. I get it.
But less magical.
Giving birth, but yeah, sure. Me too. Holy crap. Yeah, it would be. After giving birth and then like pooping out of my
all you have is poop?
Yeah. Well, it's a different space though. It's
a much smaller canal.
Yeah. It's not the same space, but yeah, I would feel kind of bummed. But I don't know. To all y'all parents out there, especially the mamas, today is the anniversary date of me giving birth to Christopher.
All right, so Chris, what was Chris?
Does anyone still remember? Do you still remember, like, being there if you were a man watching a woman giving birth, or if you were a woman giving birth?
Chris was stubborn. He didn't want to come out.
Yeah, he was late. He was only a day late, but they said he wasn't doing the breathing exercises, so I had to
get him out.
Yeah, they're like, we need to induce you, and I was like, what? No inducing here with that Pitocin shit, because they did that to me with David because he was early.
Yeah.
But that was an amazing. Yeah, they did it slow. They broke my water.
Yeah, it was okay. I'm trying to remember. Like all the kids seemed to like be born with their personalities.
Oh, thanks, Sherry.
Like David was in a big hurry to just get to the next thing.
He's like, I want.
Jane was fucking wild.
Oh, Sean, you were there. Were you the student nurse that was there? Because I don't remember who it was, but there was a student nurse. They were like, are you okay with letting someone in?
Can we bring the whole class in?
She's studying to become a nurse for labor and delivery. Are you okay with, and my second kid, I'm just like, I don't bring everyone in. I don't care. Like, I don't give a shit.
We're doing this.
Yeah.
Let's get this going.
So, But I accidentally did that thing where I was like,
Who's been here on Twitch all night?
I was like, I'm just gonna see how long I can go without like epidural. Like
And Mixer.
Yeah.
They're not coming.
I was like, I'm gonna just see how long I can go.
Oh, that was the one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's when I made you that trophy. Because she waited too long for the epidural, and then didn't get one.
Yep. They're like, oh, no time for an epidural. There's your
that kind of
baby's
shit
coming
there.
right now. Yeah.
Like, you fucking hero.
Yeah. Right? That's what Dave, he got to see it, and they offered me a mirror so I could look, but I was like, listen, I am too focused on what I'm doing.
I don't need
cannot
to see
be.
it. I feel this shit.
I don't need to see it.
Oh, John McAfee's on Twitch.
Okay. Awesome. Probably. No, it's Janice. She's awesome. She's cool. And John's cool, too. But Janice was so fun to talk to.
All right, let's do the birthday stuff. Let's go do that stuff.
Let's do the things.
Yeah.
Because Chris is 7. He's 7 today.
Yeah, so we gotta
Oh
go-
my gosh.
We gotta go make a birthday.
Go make a birthday party happen. Let's see how long
we forced Chris into existence.
Not forced.
It's kind of the one we decided on.
Oh yeah, I guess he
Yeah.
was the one that
Mhm.
I was just like, I want another baby.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
The others were like, what? What happened here? How do we
Here
get
I
here?
is.
Yeah. All right, guys. Love you. Thanks for hanging out. Whew. Yeah, my midwife wanted me to look in a mirror too. I was like, bitch, I don't need to see my junk all wrapped up. I was afraid, Sherry, I was going to like pass out, like seeing it, just like, I don't want to see all of that
It was
happening.
amazing.
Like I can tell what's going on.
I feel the burning.
Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire, playing in my head.
All right.
Playing in my head.
People are like seriously thinking we're gonna go.
Okay, we are going to go this time. Seriously, this is the serious
Yeah,
time
seriously.
that we're going to go.
Good
Promise
night,
we're not
guys.
going to come back in a minute. To
We'll
say
see
goodnight.
most of you on Friday,
Okay.
9:30 Eastern.
Yes.
Some of you Tuesday, 9:30 Eastern.
Tuesday. Next Friday, Adam Kokesh.
But Tuesday we'll be in Liberty Memes community group, which is free.
Yeah.
Just find Liberty Memes community group.
Do it.
And it's just us doing this kind of shit. Laters.
Love you guys.
I don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal, kid. But I must go all out. Just this once. Bob's or Vagana, whichever will it be. Set the fuck down, T-Series. I'm here to spill the real tea. You're trying to dethrone me from spot on number 1, but you India, you lose. So best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking done. Cause we only just begun. I review you. 0 vibe is gone. So come on, T-Series. Looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series just wet themselves in their pajamas. So who the hell is Bob and why you wanna kiss him? Ew. I'm a blue-eyed white dragon while you're just dark magician. Ooh. You got a fifth of the population in your nation, but I got 90 rolls the world's a whole, your defecation. Oops, multipatlo, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it come from a mumble rap community. No papa, yes papa, Johnny. Now down all of the sugar and let's throw this fucking party with some bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just wet in their pajama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. You got a population of 1.32 billion, but most your videos can't seem to hit even a million. Why did you leave me?
Magic potty, baby, your bottle's all done. It's potty training time, will be so much Magic Potty Baby learned to use her potty. Flush and you're ready for next time.
Magic Potty Baby, I'm so glad that you're mine.
Magic Potty Baby and her Magic Potty. No water, no mess. Batteries not included.